I was about to say, have we come on, child?
Huh?
I was about to say, are we live on?
Yes, we are. My sister said pop on. Wait a minute. Hold on, wait a minute.
Don't get no copyright strike now.
I'm not. Welcome everybody to a, to
I
a
wish we could
brand.
just play the instrumental. Like, do they allow the instrument? I don't even know if they allow the instrumental. Is that you
I
too?
think I think they do allow instrumental.
I don't know because like if you could just have that going through the whole intro, so this shit would be so perfect.
Right, but yeah, we're here for another episode of the Prelude tonight. Me and my bestie here,
Jamar
Jamar.
84.
And we decided to do a Brandy and Monica edition of the Prelude because, as we already know, on August the 31st, we're gonna Versus has the verses that most people have been waiting for, and that's the Brandy and Monica verses. Okay, a lot of people been wanting this shit. I've been wanting this shit. We all been wanting this shit. Okay,
Baby, it's only
from
right.
the beginning, from the very beginning, when they first started doing verses, a lot of folks said, "But what about their Brandy and Monica verses? What about their Brandy and Monica verses? What about it? What about it? What about it?" And at first, we thought it wasn't gonna happen because Monica asked said no, and then after Monica asked said no, Brandy said, "Well, I understand. I don't know if that was shade or not, but she
I
knew.
mean,
She understood."
I don't think so. It's like I got because it's like
But you know it is what it is. So while y'all are in the comment section, because right now we got 18 people, so continue to make those viewers come in. Make sure y'all sharing and letting the people know that we're here to talk about the legends themselves, Brandy and Monica, regardless of the shade that we may throw, regardless of anything. We know that they are great artists. So also while you are in the live, in addition to sharing the video and letting people know to come in, letting them know what it is, in the comment section, let us know what team you are. Team Monica,
I
Team
see
Brent.
they already came in and made themselves known.
They already doing it. They already doing it. So without further ado, first of all, if y'all don't know what team we're on, we're gonna reveal it right now. So I'm gonna start off with Jamar because I've been doing all the goddamn talking. So Jamar, what team you on?
So I am on the winning team. No I'm joking. I'm
Don't start now. Don't start. Don't you start
I
now.
am definitely Team Brandy for reasons that we will, I'm sure, discuss in this video. That's going to be really, really exciting. And I have a structure. Scotty doesn't know this yet. I have a structure of questions that I want to ask him. And then I'm going to twist it on his ass, and he don't know how I'm going to do it. And that's
Mm.
going to be the fun part for y'all to stay tuned for the rest of the live. But yes, I am Team Brandy.
And everybody knows that I'm Team Monica, okay? Everybody knows that I'm Team Monica. It's pretty clear by the attitude, by the snapping of the fingers, by the neck roll, by the fighting security guards for
Now, wait a
tomorrow.
minute.
We already know that I'm Team Monica.
I'll call shade because I see in a couple of comments that I have to allow as a monitor that say Team Brandy.
What?
I call Joseph. Has Joseph been putting a timeout or something? Because Joseph saying Team Brandy and getting blocked. Did you preset this line, girl?
I didn't do shit. So don't do that now, because I ain't do shit.
Let me tell you, I love how I feel like Scotty has been really promoting this upcoming live. He's been posting them club pictures of them doing So Gone. Is that So Gone? And I
No, you talking about that? You talking about that video I did when I was sitting on a stoop
No,
at
I think you had a hat. I thought you had like a white hat on and you were like in the club or something.
oh yeah, that was when I was at the bar last year, and
Mm.
So Gone came on, and I was, dealing with a breakup. I have many breakups I deal with, and So Gone came on, and that rap came on, and I was all in it. Then I called myself recreating her sitting on that stupid them damn kitten heels she had on in the Before You Walk Out of My Life video. I called myself doing it on my stoop at my house. That's what I called myself doing. Okay.
I think somebody had commented. It's like I could have lent you some slides.
They did say that though. They did say that. They did say that. They did
Because
say
I'm
that.
like, if you ain't got the pigeon toe going and the
Listen, okay.
Monica them shoes.
She wrong for them kitten heels, man. She has to do that. She didn't
Every
have to
time
do
I
it.
see that damn meme, I love how that meme has resurfaced because it has been giving me a cackle.
But I will say that I will say that all jokes aside, because we're on opposite teams, and this is probably the one thing that we do not agree on. We agree on most things, but this is the one
It's
thing.
just this one thing about him I just can't get with. I
This
cannot. I
is
can't
the
do.
one thing. The
But
one thing
it's always something. They no one's perfect.
is that one thing. But I will say that it's fun. It's also content for the both of us. I will say that it's fun. We're gonna have a fun conversation. It might be a little bit of shade thrown somewhere in the bunch. It's going to be a
Little
little.
shade. Only
It's
play
gonna be a
shade.
bit of shade. A little bit of shade. Okay. And on top of that, because listen, I know how Brandy fans can be. Sometimes they can get a little bit sensitive when you throw a little bit of shade at your girl. I don't mean no harm because I like her too. Okay, I don't mean no harm. I just like one more than
And
the other.
what?
Listen, I ain't listen because I've been following. I follow a lot of Brandy fans, and on Facebook, if you say you Team Monica, they would leave a long ass paragraph on your damn shit, or they'll go to their own page and make a damn, what is it? They'll make a whole goddamn
iOS
informative
release.
essay about why you supposed to like Brandy and Monica. They will do that,
I mean,
or
and we're
you
gonna
know.
go, or I'm gonna try to like go into like that whole this one over another stand culture shit and like really what it boils down to. That's gonna be a great topic that we're gonna get to.
Yeah, like we're gonna talk about everything. Okay, we're gonna talk about the music. I wish we could play music. I
It
wish
was so much more fun.
it was
This
so
was
much more fun if we could play the music. I
so
really wish we could, but we ain't trying to get no copyright shit because I already got one copyright claim against me
I got
today.
one too on my one of my horror story videos. I'm like, how?
Yeah, like I ain't even trying to get another one. I already got one today from Fox Soul because I used a clip of Claudia Jordan on my Yes for the Mess video earlier today, and I got it from the Shade Room, and then I got a copyright claim from Fox Soul. It didn't leave a strike on my page or nothing like that, but
I got like a warning.
I didn't even get a warning. They just asked me did I want to edit that part out, and so I told them they could
Oh,
edit.
did you mute it or something?
Yeah, so
Oh yeah, yeah, I gotten that a couple of times. It's dumb. But
yeah, there we go.
here's how we're gonna lead into this. Okay, follow me, Scott. Follow me.
Okay,
I put out some questions that kind of give us, to break the ice on like what are going to be like the common questions since we're on opposing sides. What's your favorite song? This and that. So the first question that I have is, what's your most favorite non-single from each album? This is something that was never released to radio, something that has no music video, no performance, but is like one of the best songs of each record.
oh shit. Um, from which artist?
We're gonna do like I'll do like the Brandy side, and then you'll do the Monica side
Okay, 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 okay,
because I'll answer the same question.
okay, okay. As far as the Monica side, we're gonna start off with Miss Thing, and you said non-single. So my favorite song from Miss Thing that is not a single would have to be "With You." That's my favorite song.
Really,
That's my favorite song off Miss Thing. "With You." That's my favorite song. I personally feel like that should have been a single, but that's neither here nor there. Um,
that will give some new stuff for everybody who hasn't listened to the album. Go check out these songs.
Go check them out. It was actually a hard choice because I was teeter tottering between "With You" and "Never Can Say Goodbye." I was going back and forth between those two.
Let me see
So
where. Oh,
yeah,
there it is.
yeah. So that's my favorite from the first album. The
Okay.
second album, which is The Boy Is Mine. Favorite non-single off that album would have to be I Keep It to Myself. Um, because I've related to this song so many times. There have been so many friends that I've fallen in love with and they didn't return the favor. So yeah, I keep it to myself. Uh,
I mean, listen, we're gonna talk about it. We're going to.
you know, that so I keep it to myself. It's my favorite off the Boys Mine album. After the Storm, my favorite Monica album out of all of them. I know Jamar don't really see
Wait, wait, wait,
that.
wait, wait, wait. So you don't do the All Eyes on Me? You don't count that? Why not?
Because All Eyes on Me and After the Storm are pretty much the same album. Like they got some of the same songs on there. It's just that some songs were taken off for After the Storm.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but if you want me to include that, I will include it. I don't have a problem with that.
How significant are the extra songs? Like if it's just easier to blend them together, just blend them together.
It'll be very easy to blend them motherfuckers together.
Just blend them together. So it
Okay,
don't even matter.
to say All Eyes on Me slash After the Storm. My favorite song, non-single off that is Breaks My Heart. Breaks My Heart was on both After Storm and All Eyes on Me.
I remember we talked about this a few months ago when I said I was listening to After the Storm in full for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, not my favorite, but that one
Mm-hmm.
right there that he talked about, I'm like, I remember that one. I remember that.
Shit, it's always been my shit. Even though Keisha Cole tried to clone it 5 years later on her second album called Falling Out. It's by the same producers. Just listen to both songs back to back. You'll see what I'm talking about. They first cousins. I'm telling you, they first cousins. Um,
Like
the
Trust
making
and Believe and Love and War.
right, the makings of me. My favorite non-single from the makings of me is Why Her.
Oh my, ooh my,
Because baby, why her? Why her? You know, me and you have this conversation all the time. Why her? Why her? The grass is greener on the other. Did we just have this conversation before we went live? She said the grass is greener on the other side, but I promise you will be back tonight. You just said it before we went live. You just said it. So why her? Why?
hey,
You know?
Asabadahota.
Exactly. Um,
Oh God,
Still standing. What happened?
my my friend is in the one that was gonna come onto the live is in the
Oh,
room.
he said you a hater.
Calling me a hater. That's fine. He's going to be throwing shade at me this entire time, and it's fine. The entire
oh,
time. It's okay. It's okay.
oh, this is
Now, if
my
you want
fault. And I don't care.
to
But, still
he might be
standing. Still standing. My
okay. Now,
favorite,
this one we talk about. This one I
right.
know.
My favorite non-single on Still Standing would have to be. I want to say Here I Am, but wasn't that considered a single at one point in time?
I think it was the last one.
But it wasn't officially released though.
Um, on September 2010, Here I Am featuring Trey Songz was confirmed as the album's third single.
Okay, I can't use that one then.
I'm trying to look and see.
I would if I had to use it's okay. We just gonna say Here I Am was a single. Um, One in a Lifetime. I would say that one. One in a
That was
Lifetime.
gonna be my. I was going between that one and the one that I would say.
Yeah.
Actually, since I know this album, I think it'd be fun if we both answer this question as we go, if we can.
Okay.
I was gonna say One in a Lifetime as well, but then I remembered Believing in Me.
That was running across my head too, because bitch, I be believing in. Yes, I'm taking a picture so I can put it on Instagram. But yeah, I've been believing in me many for the last couple of years, child.
Oh, you know what? Actually, did you how familiar are you with Brandy's albums?
At this point, I'm familiar with all of them
Okay.
because remember, I listened to Never Say Never for the first time yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
and that was the only album I had never listened to in full.
Got it.
So
Got
I'm
it.
familiar with all of them now.
Because I was thinking, and I was thinking about doing this as like one of the main twists and the fun part about this is like we was going to answer all these questions on each side, but
Hmm.
and we would have to answer the question, but for the opposite artist.
Okay.
Now, I was like, I can't really think of too many non-singles for Monica because I hadn't gone through each of the albums enough times to remember. I
Hmm.
usually will remember a five, like, and then again, it's like the first listen. So, like, After the Storm, I don't know what I expected, but I really like the singles a lot. So, like, with
Hmm.
singles a lot, I'm like, okay, let's see, like, what the rest of the songs surrounding it, are giving. And I don't know. I couldn't get into her the first go around.
See, this is why you should have did what I did. The reason why I listened to Never Say Never before we went live is so I could have some knowledge, more knowledge about it before we went live. That's
Mhm.
why I did it. So but I'm gonna let you make it. Now I'm gonna go into New Life after that. Since we done went past Still Standing, I'm gonna go into New Life.
hmm
I hate that album, by the way. Um,
Ooh, David.
I hate that album. I really hate it.
That's his favorite.
Why? Never mind. I hate it. I'm sorry. I hate it. But my
Ooh.
favorite song of New Life would have to be between Big Mistake and Catch Me. But if I had to choose one, it would probably be Catch Me.
Same,
Yes.
same.
On
Or wait.
shit.
There's one on here that I did like. Let me make sure that I have the listing here because I felt like there was something on here. I liked Take a Chance actually.
You
I don't know
would.
why.
You would. You would.
Shut up.
You would.
I like the song because I was like, there's always that one song on there that I was like, I really did like. Let's see. Now, but do you hate New Life more than you hated Code Red though? If there's a non-single on Code Red you would recommend, what would it be?
um, Cold Red. What is my favorite non-single of Cold Red? Alone in, is that a, it's not a single. Alone in Your Heart.
Yeah, that was good. And what was that song that she did like almost acoustic? Uh,
Was it I Miss Music?
I know.
Oh, I know. Oh, I hated that song. Jesus.
How is it that we like each other's stuff that the other one hates? Because I'm sure there's a lot of Randy stuff that I think that he loves that I can't.
Ah! I just, and don't ask me about no non-single off the first Brand album because I don't like shit off that album but the single. So don't even bother asking me about that one. Like I hate that album. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I
Well,
hate it. I hate it. I'm sorry. I hate
and you're allowed to hate it.
it. I
It's
hate
like, uh, okay, so why do you hate it? Like, there's not no redeeming quality about this album at all.
it. I'm gonna tell you why I hate it. I feel like, in the words of Ashley Miller, it's too sugary sweet for me. Like it's too like, oh my god, I'm in high school. Like it's too. I don't like it. Like that. Like the only songs I like is the singles because I don't like nothing else. Like I tried to get into it, but I can't. I can't.
I refer because like that was the one album, this one, the debut and Aphrodisiac that I was the least familiar with.
Hmm.
So I was like, let me breeze through these again, and I kind of got the vibe of both. And this one is, I could see why it felt like the weakest. It felt
Mm.
like the weakest, but I mean, it was the first time she kind of went to bat, so I kind of give her some grace with that. But David, are you free to hop in now? Would you want to hop in if you could?
Yeah, he can.
Should I
I'll
be
put the
email?
link in there if he can.
If you can, let me know. Let me know in the chat if you can actually come on. But
The link
yeah,
is in
if
there
I were to
now.
pick, if we're
All you gotta
starting
do
with,
is click on the link in there.
oh yeah, it's real easy. Um, if I were to pick a non-single from the first album, it would be between "I'm Yours" and "Love Is on My Side." Those are the ones that sounded the most like some of her maybe "Never Say Never" Full Moon ish style.
I can
So
give you that.
what's that?
I can give you that.
Hmm. Those are the only two, because everything else was sort of like the '90s hip hop tinged songs. Even like I saw somebody mention in her "Sunny Day." "Sunny Day" felt very Disney Channel. It
Oh,
it felt
like it's kind of like how, and I know nobody probably heard of this girl no more. She came out with like two songs and disappeared in 2010. But it kind of reminds me of Dondria when she came out with "You're the One," and then she came out with this damn album, and it was so high school and Disney Channel. Like, girl,
very bad. I'm just like, yeah, didn't care for that one as much, but yeah, "I'm Yours" and "Love Is on My Side"
okay.
highlights personally. If I go to her second album, I mean,
Listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was
it,
kind of bopping.
it slaps.
And I'm not gonna lie. Being that I'm Team Monica and shit like that, I did not want it to slap the way everybody said that it did, but it did.
Undeniable.
Like,
Never Say Never is it's undeniable.
it
If you
is.
are if you are an appreciator of R&B music and just music period, look no further. Like,
Listen, all I gotta say is this. Before you even name your record, mine off that one is Tomorrow. Hands down, Tomorrow.
you know what? That was going to be my choice, but but in my mind, I switched it out at the last second with One Voice because a friend
That
of
was
mine,
great. I like that. I love that song.
uh, only because recently, like, a friend of mine had passed away last week,
Uh-huh. Oh,
and one of our mutual friends had did like a tribute show as a performer to One Voice, and she like weeped during it, and I'm like, okay, so that just kind of pushed it to the front
mhm.
because of the sentimental value that I have with it. Plus, it's just awesome. I think that's like almost a half gospel song.
Yeah, that's what I took it as when I listened to it yesterday. That's what
Like,
I took it as when I listened to it yesterday.
yeah, one voice is the one. It's truly the one. If I had to say one song that's not like one of the many songs that she's known from this one probably in particular, check out One Voice,
Right.
the show. Now, Full Moon, which on depending on which day you ask me, this is my favorite album from her. Honestly, it's a tie. It really
Wh-
is a tie
What's the
between
time?
When You Touch Me and Come a Little Bit Closer.
Why y'all like when you touch me so much? Cause
I it I don't know.
listen,
It gives it to me. And then the background vocals.
oh Jesus. Okay, listen. So I don't hate when you touch me. I don't hate it. I'm gonna let that be clear. I don't hate it. I just don't get what everybody else like. They be standing for their song. Like they stand for it. They said that When You Touch Me should have been a single, and I don't agree with that.
I
I don't agree with that at all. I don't feel like When You Touch Me should have been a single. The one song that I really feel like should have been a single for real, for real, for real, for real is I Thought. Cause that's my
you know what? I feel like they didn't release I Thought because
because
it sounded too much like What About
What
Us.
About Us, yeah.
They almost sounded exactly the same. So it was been like a redundant thing. So I can see why. But and that and Come a Little Bit Closer.
Now, Come a Little Bit Closer is my shit. That's my shit. Like when I listened to Full Moon in full about 8 years ago for the first time,
Hmm.
that song right there,
It builds.
it does.
And it just gets to this like climax in the background. Let me tell you something about Brandy Norwood. That bitch out there.
Oh, me,
Those
me,
come
yeah.
Glory.
Can we
Hallelujah.
start tomorrow? Make it last. Need you in my life. Whoa.
Them background shut up. Shut up. He is a good song, but he is like
I don't like that song.
it's in the lower tier for me. And you know
Mhm.
what? They also I was surprised. Well, Can We sounds like What About Us, and I Thought as well. It has the similar vibe. Um, but yeah, When You Touch Me and Come a Little Bit Closer are my go-tos.
Listen, I'm gonna say this. I might just have to listen to When You Touch Me a little bit more often because I just
I'm gonna try it after this. When this is over and we won't get copywritten, strict for we're gonna listen to When You Touch Me one more time. I'm telling you, it is that girl. And honorary mention to Wow. It's cheesy, but I like it.
that's why I don't like it because it's cheap.
It's cheesy, but I like it. I don't care. I don't care. I stand in it. I stand in it. Aphrodisiac.
My favorite.
Aphrodisiac. When I was listening through it, I'm like, I'm confused
Oh Lord.
because, I mean, it was the sequencing. It was like, okay, she starts off saying like, "Hey, who I am, because of all the things you've done to me, because I've been able to grow from the situation, it has made me who I am." Okay,
Mm-hmm.
great. It's an empowering song, of women independence against men, right?
Right.
Very next track, "You're My Aphrodisiac." I'm like, wait a minute, bitch. You just said, fuck this man. I don't need you. I'm independent. All of this is baby who I am. And then I turn the page and he's your drug. And you like,
But then you turn the page again and it's who is she to you? Don't
I'm like, girl, this is track number 3, and this relationship is already too toxic.
And then you turn it again. The more they talk about our love, the
Like
more
I'm telling you, it's very Chris Brown and Rihanna. I'm telling it does not. I, just this, just that was my initial thought going through the album. Is like these track listing subject matters are very telling a very interesting story here.
it is.
Um, I resignated my ratchet side when the Sadiddy into Turn It Up had me.
Oh my God! And those are the two songs that most Brandy fans that I know hate. They
I
hate those songs.
I mean, the lyrics are garbage. The
But
lyrics are garbage. But
what's
that
so sad is Turn It Up. Turn It Up is one of my favorite songs off that album, though.
I
I like
was
this
having
song.
a great time. That section of the album, I was having a great time.
Like, I always love Turn It Up. I know, like I said, I know a lot of Brandy fans don't like it, but I love Turn It Up. I do.
Now, Another song I recommend, just because I love the instrumentation of it, and it's perfect for this video because she actually mentions Monica.
Should I go? How did it go? This industry was so like a different world when
When
it
it was just me, Monica.
was oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I love something about that piano was so soothing. I could listen to that instrument all day.
Listen, okay. I swear I can. Like, to be honest, it's a lot of songs on that album that I love so much. And one song that I like a lot off that album that, again, the songs that I like, most Brandy fans don't like them.
And that's
And
what I'm saying. How is
it's crazy to me. They like most songs that I like, most Brandy fans don't like. And I know one of my top five favorites off Aphrodisiac has to be Say You Will. And most of the Brandy fans that I know hate that song.
yeah,
And I'm like, why?
but now see, Inferno, Focus. It
That's
was
my shit.
Focus. Focus felt like a prelude
Uh,
into Sadiddy and Turn It Up. It felt like it was the rev up of the of the ride, and then it went into the fun part.
mm-hmm.
It's not that it was bad, but it's just kind of like, okay, Ashley Calloway, we see each other because I'm going to talk about that. We see
Terrence in
each
here.
other.
Terrence, first of all, we could let you in so you can have a part of this discussion too, because I don't know what team you on.
I don't know either. He might be a mediator.
I don't know what team you on. So if you want to come in and add to the discussion, you most certainly can. I'm gonna put the link in here. Um, but go
Okay,
ahead, Jamar.
what's that?
Go ahead.
So the next album is Human, and I'm gonna make a lot of y'all mad because I'm gonna tell you this: Human is by far not her best album. Don't get me wrong in saying that, but out of all seven now of her albums, if you ask me which one as a whole I connected with emotionally the most, it was Human.
Hmm. Oh wow.
Human came at a time where I felt everything she said. And those songs, even like when I listen to them now, takes me right back to that first, like the fall of 2008 when this was released, and when all of these things that were significant happened that related to these songs. There are so many album cuts on this album that I could talk about that are not singles.
I'm gonna tell you what mine is first.
Go ahead.
My favorite, one of my favorite non-singles off Human would have to be Camouflage.
Yep,
Little
that's
Camouflage.
one. That is one of the dynamic duo.
Love it. Love Camouflage. Love it. Okay. Love it. Love it. How the song go? These walls I've, no, these
Flaw.
flaws I've got are a part of who I am. Take me on now. Ah! It's my song. Ugh.
Understand.
I'm so done trying to be everything you want, but I had to stop. Cause baby, you
It's
ain't worth
worth it.
it. I can fly for
Hey, Vince, let me tell y'all something. For those, I know that Human isn't going to be for everyone. I encourage you, listen to Human again. Because I feel like when Human first came out, it was, she had, I mean, we can call a spade a spade. She just hit that lady with that car. And so her public perception and persona was not favorable. So people were not really listening to her music like that, or already had like a negative, association with it. So I implore you, go give Human one last stream and see if it don't hit a little bit different. Because I have been, even before we did this verses, I have always talked about Brandy's Human track called True. I have said it
Yes, we talked about this song on many
Uh,
episodes. We
time and
have,
time again. I cannot stand by that song enough. Oh
yes.
my God. True and Camouflage are the girls of
the
Human. Honorary
link
not to long distance, but it was a single.
the link is in the comment box, David. I just put it in there. I guess he can come in now or
Did he say,
whatnot.
wait, is my shit not refreshing? I don't see his. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, I just put the link in there. All I gotta do is click the link and then everything else is self-explanatory.
Yeah, it should just, yeah, direct you right on in. But yeah, come on, so Jeff. Come on. You better sing it in the goddamn comments, bitch.
I gotta camouflage.
I'm telling you. I'll give Human another chance, y'all, I swear. So now, 211.
Her most commercially driven album in my eyes, because I
She
feel like she was trying to make a comeback after Human had tanked or whatnot, and I felt like she was looking for radio hits this time around. That's what I think. Although
this
I still enjoyed the album though.
oh yeah, the album, I mean, as a whole is great. However, with this album, she confused the fuck out of me again.
Why?
Because you literally promoted all of the worst songs on this album. Put It Down and Wildest Dreams are no way a reflection of the rest of the record. Even that Let Me Go, I think she put out as like a promo track.
I did
All
not like Let Me Go. I did
all are
not
the
like it.
worst parts of this
I
album.
did not like it at all. I didn't like
All of them were the worst parts about this album. And I'm like, for me, it's like somebody was already onto it. Inferno was already there. Slower sounds like at night. It almost sounds like a '90s pop-ish song.
it.
It makes you like really reflective of that earlier time. That was dope. Um, what's that song called? Wish Your Love Away. Wish Your Love Away was so me in 2000.
I love Wish My Love Away too. I did.
So Jeff, no such thing as too late. I think everybody was having like a whole phase with Paint This House and uh, Do You Know What You Have?
Everybody wanted that to be her third single. Everybody did. I
Yeah,
was one of them.
I wouldn't
Everybody.
have minded it, but I was like, I still want it slower. You know what? Everybody loved So Sick. I didn't really. It wasn't my favorite. I like it lyrically, but the sound of it doesn't really do it for me.
But then again, like I said again, most songs that Brandy fans that I like, Brandy fans don't like. And I know that I love No Such Thing as Too Late. And most Brandy fans that I know do not like No Such Thing as Too Late.
I
Like, oh, I love that song.
it's
I
it's
know,
it's not my favorite,
I
but
know it's a typical like Rico Love, motivation, first first or second cousin esque type song. I know, but it's her vocal performance in that song for me. And
mm,
when it's time, she gave you a little bit of opera. And
I
when
didn't have to tell you so.
I think your friend is backstage. Let me let him in.
Is she? Did she make it?
Yeah, I'm gonna add him in now.
Hey, what's up? Sorry,
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, welcome, welcome.
get myself together now.
So, everybody, this is my friend David. This is the other person who has shoved Monica down my throat every chance that he gets.
Every chance.
And I love how I'm sandwiched in between the two of you. This is not fair, but it's fine.
I'm still
Um,
trying to get Miles to come on here.
Tell him
So
to come on. Please do. This will be so much more fun. Um, I wanted to make sure I gave a nod to Hardly Breathing as well. Hardly Breathing is me today. Hardly Breathing is today.
Wait, hold on. Who y'all talking about?
We're going through Brandy's albums right now.
See, don't start.
This is why you can't let nobody have shit. But
go ahead and do that.
We were doing we did Monica's first, and then we're just going through Brandy's songs that were not singles that are still like fan favorites.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we just finished almost all of 211. Now, I know he wants to talk about New Life because I want to hear y'all talk about New Life, since that's probably gonna be the one thing that y'all don't agree on. But
I might turn all my lights off for that one.
The last album is B7, and I still have to get used to this album.
Yeah, I ain't used to it yet to just say what's my favorite, because sometimes shit can be my favorite at the beginning, but then down the line it ain't my favorite no more. It changed. But I will say that Rather Be is, as of right now, had the same feeling as it did when I first heard it. I can say that.
It's a definite standout, along, of course, with everyone's bipolar.
Oh, and that one. That's probably never going to change for me. Because I always got a bipolar moment in my life anyway. So.
Okay. So now we've gone through both. I'm gonna let him go back, and y'all can have this New Life discussion, because
life.
I have teetered back and forth, because initially I didn't like it, and then I
should have stayed that way.
You said. So why don't you like it? And then David can say why he does like it.
It ain't to talk about this. Okay, so here's my thing. I don't like New Life because, number one, I'm bored by it. Number two, I feel like it's like a sequel to Still Standing. It's just like it's like a part two to fucking Still Standing, which is most of her fans' favorite. One of her fans' favorite albums, Still Standing, is. It's not my favorite album per se, but it's better than New Life, and I feel like that's what she was trying to give in. I feel like when she put out New Life, she made it sound like at the beginning, oh, I'm gonna give you guys like a fresh sound, and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. Girl, what you did was give me a bunch of Still Standing rejects, and I just like, for it. Like, why?
Word. Oh, you made me cough.
I'm just saying, because I just wasn't pleased with it. Like, I knew what I was gonna get when she put out Anything to Find You with like Lil Kim and Rick Ross, which is probably one of my favorite Monica songs. Don't get me wrong, I love that song. But I already knew what I was about to get. And then when she came out with Until It's Gone, I definitely knew that I'm gonna get Still Standing Part 2. Then her and Brandy decide to come together and give me this damn It All Belongs to Me. Like, what the fuck his Facebook got to do with anything? What you telling him log on to Facebook for?
That's what we can agree on. No matter what team you're on, we can agree that It Belongs to Me should have stayed in the garbage.
Yeah.
Like,
it could have.
It can belong to you anytime you want to. It definitely don't belong to me. It definitely don't belong to me, period. So,
David, attempt to resurrect.
And I feel like that's I just feel like that's the reason why it really didn't go nowhere, because it kind of like you started, you came back to Still Standing only to falter with New Life because you're trying to recreate what you already had the first time. So it's like it sounds like I'm not trying to read her like that, because she is one of my
you
favorites.
just read the fuck out of her. That's what I'm like. You sure you think Monica?
I'm just saying, New Life to me is like, listening to it, it's kind of like you just listen to a bunch of songs that was in a Still Standing vault. Like, that's how I feel. It's like a bunch of songs that didn't make the cut, and she just slapped it together for that album. That's how I feel. I'm done, because if I keep talking, y'all gonna say I'm reading her. So I'm gonna let you go on.
You done already read her. She done already done had
All
hers.
to the ground. Like, I actually thought they were two different albums. I thought it was a degrade from Still Standing, but I don't think it was a continuation at all. That was a down step. But continue.
No, it's my
I got
turn.
to hear why he like it. I got to hear
Okay,
this.
so this kind of like to piggyback off of what Jamar said, like how he was in a certain place in his life whenever he heard those. You were talking about the Human soundtrack or something like
Mm-hmm.
that. So
Oh,
that's where I was with New Life, because
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I was in a relationship with my first love, and we were like living from pillow to post and everything, and it was just like doing crazy things for him, and it was like it that was why I fell in love with it initially, because it was like all those emotions and everything were just, I was like, it's there, she gets me, she finally relates to me. Like that album was for me. Like Biggest Mistake, and like all the other songs on there. I don't know why my brain went fried right now. It's probably this Chinese
Daddy's
food
Good
that I was
Girl.
eating. Daddy's Good. Ooh, well, now see, Daddy's Good Girl referring to something else, you know. But we gonna leave that alone. But yeah, I just love the album. I thought that it was, I loved it. That was like, that is like my favorite Monica album. Is that and The Makings of Me, and then Still Standing. Code Red, we don't
he's
even
a,
add
he's an
on.
After the Storm girl.
Okay, After the Storm was good. It was good. It was good. It was a great thing. But like Makings of Me was like it. Yeah, I can listen to Makings of Me and New Life back to back without hitting repeat.
I'm just gonna pretend like you didn't say that New Life was her best, but I'm gonna continue on with
No,
what you
I said it was
said.
my favorite. It was my
No,
favorite.
I know. I'm just gonna pretend like you ain't talking about New Life. But I do love the
So,
makings of
what
me.
is your favorite Monica album? What is your top three?
He's an After the Storm girl.
Yeah, After the Storm, but what else? I want. What's the top three?
After the storm, the makings of me, right after it, and Miss I.
But guys, Code Red.
Okay. Oh, girl, we don't.
Listen,
Yeah.
Cold Red don't be nobody's favorite one. Okay.
Listen, we just gonna count it as that. I mean, it
Code
was
Red right here.
now Cold Red was an album to where, like how you were talking about how she talked up like New Life and everything. That's how I was about Cold Red. I was like, oh yeah, this is about to be good. She was like, I'm bringing real music back, and yeah, like this and that, and yes, y'all gonna love it. Like this it right here. Like this is real music. And as soon as I heard her say Go Red. I was like,
Red.
no, this
Code
ain't
Red right.
it. I was like, no, nope, can't do it. Nope, can't
This
do
is how
it.
you get off the album, bitch.
Yeah, but I mean, she
Oh
has
my
some gems in
god.
there, like Hustler's Ambition. I like the song I Know. Like, even though it was a part in there to where she did kind of sound goldish, but
Oh
she
shit.
did
Yeah.
still,
Ah,
she was like,
ah,
and so,
ah.
but it was cool. I still thought that it was cute. Um, Hustler's Ambition, I Know, and yeah, that's about it.
You
So
weren't
me,
alone in your heart.
I liked it at first. I liked it at first, Alone in Your Heart, but then like radio stations where I was, they were like playing that back to back, and it kind of like I can't listen to Love All Over Me
I can't.
or yeah or
I,
Everything to Me
I
anymore. I can't. They ruined it for me. They
that
ruined it
was
for
my
me. Like
favorite song from Still Standing.
yes, the radio
They
stations they
fucked
and
it up.
Stay or Go almost was like on that list, but then they cut it
Oh,
off like right on time because it was like every other track was like Everything to Me or Love All Over Me and then like Stay or Go slowly start to make it in there, but then they cut it off.
Well, one of my favorites off Code Red. Anchor.
Hmm.
Just Right for Me.
Okay.
Oceans of Tears.
Excuse me,
Um,
I haven't eaten.
uh,
Bitch, I told you I was gonna get my Chinese food. I'm sorry. I was talking to Jamar. I told you I was gonna get my Chinese food.
I'm so mad at
Hmm.
him right now.
Alone in Your Heart. I know y'all just said y'all didn't like it like that, but Alone in Your
I don't
Heart.
remember honestly, but I remember it being. I remember why it was a highlight when I did take that unfortunate journey through that album.
It
Indeed, I
was.
like it.
So my next question or icebreaker is going to be: what is your favorite song from their discography that invokes an emotion with different emotions like or happiness, sadness, and anger? What three songs from their entire discography best gives you the emotion of happiness, sadness, and anger?
There's so
Singles
many.
Okay.
included in this one.
Okay.
There's so many.
So
I'm trying to think.
happiness. And it has to be one song.
Just one. Which one song invokes that emotion the best?
Um, is it Monica or Brandy or both?
Monica.
I was
Okay.
hoping it's Monica because I don't know nothing about Brandy. So, but
Shit.
I'm
That's
just calling the thing a thing. But
Oh my God.
and
yeah.
Miles.
He came, he ain't wrote me back yet. I'm steady calling him a bitch. I'm steady saying, bitch, if do you want to come
So
on tonight? He ain't came out yet.
let me see. So okay. Happiness. Okay. Let me just talk about. Let me just back. Okay. So anger. Hmm. I would say
I got two
definitely
songs.
biggest mistake. Anger.
Yep.
Upset is
Well, I mean that's anger right there, but sadness. Well, I guess that's the same.
oh, okay. So what was the other one? So it's just like which one can
Happy.
be
You
happy?
did anger, so now it's just happy and sad.
Happy and sad. Okay. So happy. I'm gonna have to do two unhappy. I have to do okay through the whole disciple. Okay. So I really did love like when I listen to the song I do get kinda like so it's like this and like that. Do like that one. And raw for happy. That was on the makings of me.
I know neither of them.
Yeah, I don't expect you to know it. Then
Do you know those
what?
guys?
What?
The two songs he mentioned.
I was
Like
texting
this and like that, and raw.
I was texting Miles back. I know both of them.
Um, then upset. Well, no. What was the other one? Sad,
Sadness.
Sadness.
sadness. Ooh. I mean, well, this is my. Oh my. Um, should have known better. Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Happiness for me will probably be why I love you so much. Because whenever I have a man, I love listening to that song. Um, Upset would probably if I it's two. I know I gotta choose one, but I'm gonna tell you which two I'm leaning towards. When um it's not upset, it's angry. When it's angry, it's between it's between Thanks for the Misery and probably Big Mistake. If I had to choose between those two, it'd probably be Big Mistake. No, no, no. Let me take it back. Angry is hell no.
Mm,
That's
yeah.
that's angry.
Yes.
Sadness would probably be Getaway, which is also the makings of me.
Yeah.
I'm actually surprised. Well, I mean, I'm sure there's probably other songs in her discography. I'm surprised that neither one of you chose "Why Her" for Anger.
Well, because I
That's not anger.
yeah, that's
That's
the
like
highest
that's like
level of
sadness
festivity.
though.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I guess that's true.
I mean,
Yeah, it's
because
like
like, yeah, I had my why her moment, whenever I was living in California with my ex during the new life, moment, and I did some things, that's frowned upon, but I'm still free. No charges were pressed.
but I
Amen.
would say since we're talking about that, I will say that on the makings of me, I don't know if anybody else sees it the way I do, but I do feel like it's like a three-part story within that album. And I think what I mean by that is it starts with Sideline Hoe. It's kind of like she's confronting the girl for sleeping with a man. And then the next song is Why Her. I think that's the second part of the story. It's kind of like she's asking him why her, like why did you choose her over me, whatever. And Hell No is the finale part of the story. That's how I've always seen it. I've always seen it like a three-part story. If you really just
So
listen to
now,
it.
I
That's the
mean,
way.
because the makings of me, I remember like when the makings of me first came out, like back in 2006 or somewhere around that time, like she got so much criticism because like the first song on there was Every Time the Beat Dropped, and people were like, oh, this is not the Monica that we're used to. And because she had like, well, who was it? Franchise Boys and everything, everybody on there and stuff
Mhm.
like that. Um, I loved it. Like, and I can see what you're saying about the three-part story. I didn't think of it like that. But then it's crazy because she ends it like with it's like she has the low note and then it goes to raw to where she like do better, and then it goes to everything to where, so I can
I
see what
think a
you're
lot of
saying
people,
now.
and I think even with, because I'm gonna tell you just like this, I already know what's gonna happen because I've seen her in concert twice with this versus shit. She gonna act like, because I know Brandy gonna do the same shit. Monica gonna act like the makings of me don't even exist, and she gonna act like she probably gonna act like New Life don't exist either, which I wouldn't blame her for.
Well, now
And
wait a minute now.
Well,
she
Brandy gonna
gonna
be like human never happened, and she's gonna,
she
Like
gonna
who?
act like it
she'll
never
pretend that
happened
human
either.
happened. Human never happened, and she probably
She
ain't nothing from
like
this new album either.
like for real because because the makings of me didn't do too well, it seems to me like she like disregards it, but despite the fact that it didn't do that well, it was some of her best work to me,
Yeah, it
like
was.
for real. And even though people dog Every Time the Beat Drop out, I mean it wasn't her biggest hit, but it was a hit though. It wasn't like a complete
It was a hit
fail.
in Atlanta. It was big in Atlanta. They loved it in Atlanta.
Listen, I'm in
In
Mississippi,
Atlanta.
so I'm in Mississippi, so they played it every hour on the hour
Yeah.
here. So you
Yeah.
would think that, living here where I'm at, you would think that that was probably one of the biggest songs out because they played it every fucking hour. I got sick of hearing it here. They played it so much. So, and she'll even perform that at her concerts. Like I think she'll open her show to. Sometimes it'll be Every Time the Beat Drops, and sometimes she'll open it up with Get It Off or something like that. Like that's what she'll do. And I'm just like, oh, so you only gonna acknowledge Every Time the Beat drop, though. Oh, okay.
You know how the artists be doing it. Um, for me, the happy, sad, and angry. I mean, happy is happy from the from the second album.
What happened?
Mm.
Somebody
curse.
must have called him.
That's the
Somebody must.
brandy curse.
Now,
Hmm.
see,
That's right.
I ain't
See,
gonna do
God got
this.
a sense of humor. God got a sense
Yeah,
of humor. He know what he doing.
what happened? Somebody must have called him though. They had to.
Hmm.
Yeah, he gonna come. That's what happened. Somebody had to call him.
Hmm.
But oh, and since he's not here, I'm gonna wait till he come. Oh, he back now because I was gonna continue the Monica conversation.
Go ahead,
Uh,
continue with your conversation.
Okay. Wait a minute.
See, that's God showing, baby, you on the wrong team. Nobody but God.
This is so
Nobody
much
but
shade.
God.
See, I told you
Yes.
he this live before. I can't even see
Oh,
you.
yes. God is faithful.
I can't see you either. Like, dark.
Yeah, I can see you.
It seemed like it just stopped. And I thought I'm
Like
stop my phone dying. I'm like, what the hell going on?
nobody called you. Cause that's what I thought happened. I thought somebody called you. He probably finna go out and come back in. That's what I think he's gonna do. Cause that's the only thing I think he could do. To be honest. Oh yeah, he wanna. Okay, so even though I hate New Life, I do.
Hmm.
I'm gonna say that there are certain songs that I do like off New Life. Um, let me see what they are. Um, Without You is one. Um, of course, Biggest Mistake is one. Catch Me is one. Um, Time to Move On is one for me.
Yes.
I actually love that song.
Yes.
Um, I go back and forth with Daddy's Good Girl. I do. One minute I like it, the next minute I don't.
Hmm.
Then there's
What about a man who
Breathe.
has everything?
Yeah, I like it. One minute I like it, the next minute I don't.
Okay, you two can stop being a shady bastard. Okay, so as I was saying,
Shady. Ain't nobody being
as
shady.
I
What
was
you talking about?
saying,
What
my
you talking
song
about,
that makes me
girl?
happy is happy.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
the song that makes me sad, as I talked about before, is Still True.
Mm.
My shit.
Oh, okay.
And the song that makes me angry, I have to think about it. I'm like, it would probably just be What About Us?
Yeah.
Honestly, What About Us was me earlier today, Scott. It's what about all of the things that you said?
I could just see you like with that bat.
Baby,
I don't
busting your
need this.
shit. What about all of the...
Oh
I'm
my
telling you,
God.
Wasn't that on Full Moon?
yes.
Yes.
Leave from Full
Yes.
Moon.
Yes, it's on Overrated Home. Yes.
Oh, ooh.
Overrated Moon.
Oh, girl, y'all some
Oh,
shady
so
ass.
this, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to do more research on Brandy because, like, yeah, I don't really listen to her music like that. So I'm going to,
And you're doing yourself a disservice.
I mean, I think I'm doing well. Maybe it's
You
just
can't.
far without it.
You can't be. You can't be.
I mean, I'll find my peace. I find my peace with Miss Monica Denise. Even though she's going through that little situation with C Murder right now, and we ain't gonna
Ooh,
talk about that.
child.
The
We ain't gonna talk
She
about
ghetto.
said, I'm
that.
gonna be ready for
But
my man when he get out.
yes, and even though she having a few issues with the in-laws right now, that's okay. We still love her. We're gonna love her through it.
I
But
bet you, Monica. I feel like I'm surprised she hasn't like taken down the video for Love All Over Me. I'm surprised she hasn't had that video taken down.
But what? It's true. I guess.
Child, it was like wasn't it like a contest to see who she's gonna end up with or some shit she did with
Yeah, it
that.
was a contest. Like you had to vote, and whoever had the most votes, that's who was gonna be her love interest in the video. And yeah, of course, everybody voted for Shannon.
Child, I
yeah,
I guess.
Like
Okay.
it's just so crazy. Like always think about that. Like I think about the Sierra video with her and Bow Wow, and then her and Future was in body party and everything. And I'm just like, ooh, do you ever look back on that and just be like, ooh,
Mm-mm.
like,
Like,
ooh,
oh,
Mary.
okay.
Mm,
But that's one of her biggest songs, so she can't really. Anyway, this ain't about them hoes. Um, so my
Okay.
next question is, which song from your given team's discography gives you the most nostalgia?
Hmm.
The song for me, at least from Monica's side, is probably my favorite song by her that she'll ever release is "For You I Will," because it's tied to one of my favorite movies of all time, Space Jam. Love that
I,
song.
yeah, of course we know it.
I said love that song.
Oh, of course we love it. Of course. I would say Angel of Mine
mm,
Close second.
for, for me. Cause I was like in the fourth grade when Angel of Mine came out, and I don't know. It's nostalgic, and plus it takes me back to when, because it takes me back to a rough time in my life, because that's when the whole school bullying thing started for me, fourth grade year. So, "Angel of Mine" was one of those songs that reminds me of that time, and plus, of course, I got picked on because I like Monica. Oh, you listen to that girl song, so
yeah,
I was the only boy that liked Monica and Britney Spears and shit like that, while everybody else, I just
man,
to
Baby, we
like.
all
it's
as
crazy. I didn't fuck with
homosexual.
Britney.
Just
Like I'm the only black boy up in there. Well, it was all black school, but I'm the only one in there like telling some. Oh, y'all heard that song? Baby, one more time. I love that song. I saw it on MTV. Now I'm getting called out my name, getting called all kinds of f bombs and shit. I'm like, child.
Mm,
girl, y'all just mad because y'all can't do the choreography.
exactly. You bitches could never.
So that's why Angel of Mine is nostalgic for me. I would have said Why I Love You So Much is as well,
Mm,
but I was extra young when that came out. So
yeah.
like 6 or 7 when that came out. So
Mm.
And what about you, David?
Um, for me, I definitely have to say everything.
mm.
Hmm.
From
From
which
from the makings of me.
mm, you are you
Ah.
you are putting makings of me on the map right now.
You say what?
He is really putting makings of me on the map right now.
Listen, I'm trying to put makings of me and new life back on the map. Okay,
You know
you
what?
know that
I do the same.
that red album we shall not speak of, but you know.
Um, for me, my most nostalgic Brandy song is the one that she has with Monica for "The Boy Is Mine," because me and my girl cousins on my
Because
dad,
Monica's on it.
me and my other cousins on my dad's side used to always like sing that song. Like, of course,
Mm.
I play Brandy. Actually, you know Alonzo Larone? Shut up,
You
hole.
used to play Brandy.
Of course, who else? Anyways, this
Oh, whatever.
I'm sorry. Alonzo Larone, Scotty. You
Yeah,
know
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Alonzo
yeah.
Larone. When I
Uh-huh.
went to go visit him in North Carolina that one time, like way back in 2013, he took me to this karaoke bar and brought me up there to do to do "The Boy's Mine" on stage and
Oh,
karaoke. And of course, I did Brandy's part. But that's my most nostalgic song because it makes me think of like the times that I had with my older cousins.
you might
Ooh,
have a little help, Jamar. You may not be alone.
is what's his face coming?
Miles is not even at home. But one of the remember the dark skinned guy that we did the episode with a couple of weeks ago? He was on here with Brandon.
What was that?
The lovable
Oh yeah, yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
he gonna come on here because he wants
Oh,
to
thank
come on
you.
anyway.
So that way we
Yeah,
have
yeah,
balance.
yes. Oh, he's backstage now, so let me add him on.
Shit, had me up in here looking crazy.
Oh, and there it is. We on top, y'all at the bottom.
Even though, never mind.
You
No,
know
but say
what?
it. Oh, say
You
it. Please say it. Please say it.
go ahead with your shade, Jamar. I want you to go on and say it. Go ahead
You,
and
you
say
don't
it.
even
Please
need to
say
say
it.
it. Even though ellipsis, catch it where it may land.
Whatever, bitch.
Yeah,
Whatever.
for real. Whatever.
Welcome, Aaron.
Oh
Cause
well,
welcome, Aaron. Cause Jamar needs the help. He was the
girl,
only one.
bye.
He was the only one from Team Brandy on this motherfucker, so he needs the help.
Girl, fuck you. Okay, fuck everything that you talking about. All right,
Jamar,
Now,
don't be like that.
oh, he
but
gone. What's going on? He
Uh-uh.
gone.
Look, that's God. See, let me tell you about God. Let me brag about God real quick.
God don't like ugly, and y'all two face and
Let me
fucking
brag about God. Mm. Yes, sir.
and that's
Oh Jesus!
fine. While we wait,
I think he's coming back on now. Yes, he is. He's coming back on now.
because now I'm ready. Are you ready for the next question?
What's the next question?
What's the next question?
So this should be interesting. What song from their respective discography would you want to see the other feature on? If they were
Hmm.
to do a remix of any other song in their discography, which would you want the other to feature on?
Tomorrow.
Interesting. That would be interesting.
So, like, they featuring on each other's song.
Yeah, like you would pick a
Yeah.
song. Like if they were to make a remix out of any song from, say, Monica's Hole, which one would you want her Brandy to be featured on? That you think would sound?
No, no,
I knew this. See this bitch.
no, no.
I knew he was
This
gonna say
bitch.
that. I knew it.
I knew it too, but I let him. I let him go ahead and have it.
At least I tried. At least I tried.
I mean, I tried. I
Thank,
thought about it, but
thank
then
you for participating,
I was like, there's no
Scotty.
other. I'm trying to think of like every single song that she has, and I don't.
Girl, he can suck it. I would say,
It all belongs to me. There we go.
girl, cancel. Um, my choice.
Oh my
If I
god.
want to hear my girl featured on someone's record, I would want her to be featured on Angel of Mine because I feel like that
Hmm.
should be dope.
Hmm.
I feel like
Okay,
lower
pause
register.
that for a little while. Let me just imagine that. Like, what part would she do?
I'm thinking even like the chorus. I'm thinking of the chorus just right now in my mind.
Her harmonies would be great for their chorus. I'm
I
sorry.
okay, Jamar. You know what? I'll agree with you. I can see that. I could see that. I could see that. Okay, we don't need example, but I can see that.
You do. You do, and they're free. They're free samples.
And she will return to sender.
You can't return it. This is non-return policy.
Oh girl, no.
Go ahead, Aaron. What song would you, as a Brandy fan, what song would you
Um,
see Monica featured? Would you want her to be featured on this a Brandy song?
um, I'm thinking, what about us? I think what about us would be dope. It'll be different for the both of them. I think. Like I'm talking
Hmm.
about why'd you heard different and
Yeah,
I
I
thought
know. We
I
know.
heard you
Oh,
say,
It's
you
great.
know, like that. It's like that beat. I think that's different from Monica in a way. The sound,
yeah.
like sound wise, melodic,
Hmm.
melodically. I always fuck with that word, but that's what I'm hearing. I want something different from Monica, not like a typical ballad, something different, not in her range. I
I,
want Monica to be challenged a little bit.
oh, okay. I can
Okay,
I can
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
I could see that. Jamar, I'm sorry. Did we miss something? Jamar, I want to laugh. Jamar.
No, you don't.
Oh, okay.
Um, I would say I want tomorrow. I heard somebody say it in the comments. I want tomorrow.
I said that already.
I want tomorrow. I still agree.
But
I
I
want
Okay,
never would have
so
thought about, I never would have thought about what about us though. That is a good one though.
yeah,
because of the part that he said.
I
When I,
could see that. I could see that.
And
Um,
plus,
Yeah.
that's like a song where you cussing your man out. So that's Monica's specialty too. So I definitely can
Yes,
see
and just reminding niggas that they ain't shit.
that. So yeah, I can see that.
don't you see them busting like two of them busting out some dude call together in that in like
Oh
in a
yeah.
remix. Both of them
Yeah, I
just
but then they
busting
tried
up
to
some
do that
cars.
almost like it all belongs
Yeah,
to me.
they tried to do that on All Belongs to Me,
It
and
did.
it didn't work. But they tried. They were beautiful
They
doing it.
looked
That shit was
great.
late as fuck.
They
Yeah, they look
Yeah.
looked
amazing,
amazing,
but that video was late as fuck.
Yeah.
but the
They were
song
beautiful.
was
I loved it when they were like on the couch together, like on the couches and everything. That was
it
cute.
looked great, but the song, the video couldn't save that song.
Yeah.
no, nothing could save it.
It could.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It could not.
because you know what's so crazy is that I don't even reference like that as a track for both of them. I still look at Boys Mine as the only Brandy and Monica track ever.
That's the only one that
Nobody
we
cares
Yeah.
acknowledge.
about All Belongs
Yeah.
to Me.
That's the only
Yeah.
one that anybody cares about.
Yeah.
And to be
True.
honest, I barely care about the boys' mind. To be honest, I'm probably the only person that really don't care about that song like that.
With the boy is
It
mine.
was, I
Yeah,
mean, it's not something that the topic of it of arguing over Negroes is not something that I want to particularly promote, but
yeah,
it did.
like it can play, but I'm not gonna
Hold
go out of my way to listen to it though.
You know what? Yeah, I'm not gonna go to my Spotify and like look it up.
It'd be
Like
like,
if
oh
it
my
just so
god, I got
happens
the
to
boys' mind.
scroll,
Oh my god, like nah.
I
yeah.
would
If it
go
just so
to
happens to like come up on my shuffle, I will listen to it. But I'm not gonna go out my way to find it.
I would go to Angel of Disguise before I go to Boys Mine. As far as
What's
quality
Angel of Disguise? What's that?
That's a
from
Brandy song.
Never Say No.
Oh,
I like Angel in Disguise.
Me
I love the
too.
Boys Mine because I
Everybody.
love that back and forth. I like
David just
being both of them. Like when you're singing it, I love it. You will have to face it. Like that shit was T. What? I still do that.
Petty. It was petty. And that's
I
why we all
still.
loved it at the time. And I
so
like
what are
I'm
these?
sorry.
Can I get a Jamar? Can you text me all these songs that you were talking about so I can listen to them on my drive home tonight, so I can just get a feel and idea?
honestly just play this bitch. Just play. Honestly, just play the second album. Play
Second album
Never
of
Say Never.
Brandy
Never Say Never.
yeah.
of Never Say Never, and is that the new album?
This is the second one that came out in '98.
Oh, okay, okay.
That's where
I,
I always suggest.
I
Well,
listened to
I
it.
will listen to those on my way home if I have time.
Don't you live like 2 minutes from your house? Oh no, you
You
don't
say
live in.
what?
Oh, I forgot you. I forgot you.
No, no, it's about like a 30-minute drive from my house. So, but I was still in the process of listening to the read, so you know. But yeah, I'm gonna give them a try.
Please do. Please, I highly
Yeah,
encourage.
and if I am wooed, I will let you know.
I haven't
You
stirred
know.
you yet. If If I recommend any
Never
Brandy,
Say Never is one of Brandy's best albums. That's why it's sold so many copies. You know, some artists, you know, had to put the biggest song between them that won a Grammy, their album title, just to get some sell some records.
So now we're about to do this. Now, see, this is what we wasn't about to do.
I
Now,
was
see,
I was like,
this is what
oh
we wasn't
Lord,
going
here
to
we
do.
Yeah,
I'm
so
sorry. Oh, wait, did I say
here
that? I'm
we
sorry.
go.
I'm so
Now
But
sorry.
see,
see, it's always a Brandy fan that want to start shit. Okay, always a Brandy fan.
I'm
Always,
sorry.
let me say
always.
this. Let me
Because
say
David
this.
was giving Brandy a lot and I wasn't here
no, I'm
for it.
I'm just saying I don't know enough about. I don't like. I try to like listen to Brandy songs, and I'm just like, ugh. Like I would rather listen to like Lana Del Rey or something. But
Oh, you tried it. Oh, you tried it. Bitch, you tried it. You
nah, let me stop. Let me
I
stop
am
fucking.
drinking
Let
my
me
apple
stop. Let me
juice.
stop fucking with y'all. Like for real, Brandy, she's cool. She is cool. She is very talented, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
such a bastard. Such a bastard. So now is
Oh,
where we have to give our faves some critiques.
oh, I'm all for that.
I'm
Okay,
all for
so
that.
what are the
This is
guidelines?
where we ask, how do you rank their albums from best to worst?
Whew, child. Okay. Well, I believe all Monica fans could agree with this. Code Red is at the bottom.
I would agree.
Okay, so best. I mean, can we have some time to huddle up together or some shit like that? Can we have like
Oh,
sidebar
I
critiques?
already know what mine is.
Okay. Well, you know what? I will. Whatever you say, I will. No.
You
Okay.
probably
What are you gonna say? Okay. So what is it?
greatest to least greatest for me. Of course, we already said that. We already know that After Storm and The Makers will be on my top two. So
Okay.
after, oh, and Miss Thing is number three.
Okay.
Um, Number four, The Boy Is Mine. Number five, um, Still Standing. Number
And number
six,
6, New Life.
number six, New Life and Cold Red. They can both share it.
Okay. Okay.
I'm sorry, I can't.
I love
Yeah.
that's one thing that they cannot agree on.
I
They can be united on everything else, but New Life is just.
cannot. I
I feel like we're
cannot.
gonna probably disagree on one of the albums that I'm gonna put higher than anybody else.
I want to know since Aaron want to be fucking shady and shit. Go ahead, Jamar.
So my Brandy ranking goes as follows. My
Mm-hmm.
favorite, it really depends on the day. Swaps between Full Moon and Never Say Never. I'll put it as Never Say Never today. So Never Say Never, Full Moon, followed by
Overrated moon.
Fuck
You
you.
Don't
trying
do
it,
that. I was
Scotty.
drinking. Don't do that. I was
Followed by
drinking.
211, followed by Human,
You're trying.
followed by Aphrodisiac, B7, and then self-titled.
Oh yeah, self-titled will always be at the bottom for me. Always.
Yeah.
Always. I hate it.
Um. Yeah. Um. So title will be my least fave. So it would definitely be at the bottom. And above, The
Okay.
self-title would be Human.
Y'all,
Above
y'all so rude to humans.
Human,
Why? Why not? Why not human?
I
Why human so low? See, thank you, Ashley. Ashley with me. Ash- Ashley with me.
go with Aphrodisiac. Um, the next one would be B7. I love seven. I would like that. My it's
You keep breaking up.
oh gosh, I'm gonna come back. Mm. Do y'all still hear me?
It's
Yeah, we can
going,
be
it's going in and
now.
out.
Can you? Oh, so let me come back in.
Human does not get the
Okay.
respect it deserves. Oh, I thought David left too. Human does not get
No.
the respect it deserves.
Hold on, girl. I'm fixing my wig.
Yeah. Now I can't. I have not been able to get into B7. Like the only time I can get into B7 is if I'm on Mars. So
Wait, B7? That's an album?
that's the one that just came out like a
A
couple
week
weeks
and
ago,
a half.
3 weeks ago.
I've seen people like talking. Okay, so like I said, I've seen, like I told you earlier, Jamar. Like I've seen people talking about it. They were like, "Oh, I haven't heard a song on there that I don't like." So
The thing about B7 is, at least to me, there's little to no melodies on it. It really sounds like Brandy has this production background going, and she's just harmonizing and just like almost like it's poetry. Like, and she's just singing it to a beat. To me, it's very little like melody to it compared to like her previous releases, and that's why I was like, I can't, like, I don't know. I
so
don't know.
that's not your favorite album.
No, I put it right above self-titled at the bottom. For
Oh
me right now.
damn.
For me right now.
I'm about to say it just came out like a week ago.
I know, but I mean, there's some albums that I loved immediately and still love after the fact. So it's like right
Okay.
now, this is where she's at.
Okay.
Aaron is going in and out. I don't know what's going on with him with his connection. He keeps going in and out. But until he gets his stuff together. Um, let's see. Why? Oh, you have any more questions, Jamar? I was about to ask
I'm
one.
thinking because I think like we answered one of them, or at least we talked about it. I was gonna say like, which album do you think doesn't get enough credit? And I think we talked about. I feel like Human doesn't get enough credit, and I don't know if you guys both agreed on the Making of Me,
It definitely doesn't get enough credit at all.
No, it
To me,
doesn't.
it doesn't.
or David
And
feels
I
like
think she tried to
New
steer.
Life.
You know what? You know what? Let me just say this because I really
I'm
don't
good
want to
with the
keep.
makings of me.
I'm gonna say this though. Um, the makings of me is probably some of Monica's best work to me, and I think the reason why
Yes.
I connect those two, the makings of me and After the Storm, is because I think they are authentically Monica to me. I
Hmm.
think that that's who she really is. Being that the makings of me kind of tanked, she kind of steered away from doing music like that, and I feel like that was her downfall in a sense because she was so focused on trying to prove to people that she could sing and all this other stuff, and then she felt like she had to put out an album full of ballads and shit like that, and she really didn't have to do that. She could have stayed where she was with the makings of me because again, that was really some of her best work, and I
Yeah.
feel like it gets overshadowed by every time the beat drops, but it really shouldn't get shadowed
Mhm.
by that because every time the beat drop really isn't a bad song. It may have been a
It was what
more
it was. they
It
weren't
fits.
used. They weren't ready to hear that from Monica. They weren't used to hearing that from Monica.
I could give you that. I feel like it was
Yeah.
mainly like a song that fit what era we were in at that time. So,
Hmm.
snap music was the thing back then at that time, and I guess they was trying to capitalize off of that. And I just feel like, due to that, this is why it doesn't get the respect that it deserves, to the point to where she doesn't even respect it. So she acts as if it doesn't exist most of the time. So she kind of ventured off from that and went into, I gotta prove to everybody that I can still sing. And then it's just, you know girl,
I think we can
I
all
would love
agree.
to.
Let's
I,
test
I would
out
love
Aaron's audio. Aaron, say something.
Yeah.
Okay, he's good now.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because you were in the middle of giving your ranked list when it cut out, so I want to give you a chance to say that again.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Well, self-title is at the bottom. Um, um,
Same.
on top of that, human.
Rude.
On top of human, I will say aphrodisiac.
Same.
No, no, lie, 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 lie. No, I can't do aphrodisiac because I still listen to the album to this day. What was the album? The album.
211.
Name
Hmm.
one.
211. Yes, thank you. 211. Then on top of that, aphrodisiac. No lies. B7 aphrodisiac. Then never say never. I'm sorry it took that
I
long.
put B7 way up there. I would swap. We swapping B7 and human on this.
Huh?
I
Jamar
said,
wants justice for human. He wants
I
justice
really
for human.
do.
I
Wants
will
justice.
say this. I listened to that album. Everybody was literally tearing it down. Now, I will say vocally, that is one of Brandy's strongest, but the songs were not hitting for me.
Mm.
The songs were not hitting for me. But vocally, yes. It's just, when I hear a Brandy song, I'm thinking like something like the one voice,
Voice.
one voice. Um, I love one thing I love about that album is definitely I think it was what is it? What is that song? What is
Long
the she had a
distance.
video for it.
Long distance.
Long distance, yes. Long distance was everything. I literally will play that song out. And that's the only song on Human that I actually like. Long distance
Here
because
goes.
she did her thing.
Give and like what me and Scotty talking about camouflage is that girl. She
It
is
is.
that girl on that album. But I would say give it another shot. Now then if afterwards you still feel the same, it is what it is. But you tried it again.
But at that
So
time, I was definitely still young, so I would definitely go back. But for right now, it's not. I'm just compared to the other albums. Human is not touching it.
I mean, fair. I mean, she does stack up. I mean, as far as like the quality, I guess, of the music, but like they were saying, like at that time, human was
Mm,
what I needed.
mm.
It ministered to me at that time, so it'll always have a special connection.
Hmm.
The last question that I have, at least written down, and then we can kind of just freeball it from there,
Mhm.
is going through each album again. Which is your least favorite song on there?
yeah. Huh.
I would love to answer that first.
Okay.
You
Wait,
may.
your favorite album? Favorite album?
What is your least favorite song from each
Oh,
album?
oh,
Okay, okay.
okay, because I know what mine is.
Go ahead, since you ready and confident.
From Miss Thing, my least favorite is Skate. I hate that fucking song. I hate it.
Yes, yes,
I
yes.
hate it. I 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 hate it. Yes, skate. That's the most childish song on there.
It is.
Um, the most childish song.
Okay.
Um, The Boy Is Mine, my least favorite. Probably Cross the Room. I don't really care for Cross the Room like that. I don't. I don't care for Cross the Room. Um, After the Storm. I don't really have a least favorite, but if I had to choose one from that album, it would probably be That's My Man, because that's the one I listen to the least. Um, the Making for Me, I don't have a song that I hate on there. But if I had to choose one, it would have to be Every Time to Be Drunk. Because I don't, you know. Still Standing. My least favorite on Still Standing would probably be Mirror.
I was just about to say that's mine.
Mine would honestly be between Mirror and the title track.
That's because you're a fucking hater, Jamar.
I'm not a hater.
This is
New Life.
Shit, I didn't even get past After the Storm on with Monica.
I'm gonna leave you where you at. New Life.
I'm sorry.
I can name several out there, but if I could choose one,
Come on now, we rooting. Come on now, I'm rooting for you. Like, come on, we gotta be on one accord here.
if I had to choose one though, I hate Amazing. Oh my God, that's the most cheapest,
Yes. Oh
best
no. Mm.
sounding ass song that she could have ever
He's
did.
so
What the
amazing.
hell? What the hell did Jermaine Dupri? What the fuck were they thinking when they gave her that bullshit? Like, where did they record that shit at? In the back seat of their car? Like, what the fuck? Like, it even sound
Okay.
cheap. The way she is cheap. Ugh.
Now that you talk about like lyrics and everything, yeah, the sounding of it. Okay, yes, I can say that.
Yes,
Oh shit!
Amazing was trash. Straight up.
Now
Cold
And Code
Red,
Red.
the title track.
the
Oh
title
yes.
track.
Ooh,
Cold Red right here.
ooh,
Cold Red. No,
ooh.
no.
I told y'all when
And
I heard that code, hey, this is that Code Red. I was like, nope, not doing it.
Okay,
they
so I'm
really
gonna
fucked that
go.
song.
I don't know what. So we're gonna go like back and forth. So they'll do the Monica one. I'm gonna do mine, and then David, and then Aaron. So from the first album, Sunny Day, garbage. That is we talked about
Damn, you
here
harsh.
that is a Disney Channel ass song. But then again,
The
she was
whole
like
I'm
14.
about to say she was like doing Moesha at the time,
She
huh?
was like that's why I give her grace. Like she was like 14 but it's just like but so from Never Say Never, this is very difficult. This is very difficult. Can I say the intro?
that does not count. That does not count. Don't do that.
I mean, it's on the album, so I think it does.
That does not count. That does
Okay,
not count.
this
Don't do
okay,
that.
hold on. Ooh.
Baby.
Learn the hard way.
Oh
If I
wow.
if I pick one, if I just had to pick something, I listen to Learn the Hard Way the least.
Oh wow.
I
Okay.
know. I feel disgusting. But now I get to move on. Full Moon.
I can't wait to hear this one.
Um, hmm.
The album y'all love to overrate, and y'all know Aphrodisiac is better. But continue.
Girl, bye. I would say Apart. That's the song I listen to the least.
I agree.
I would have to say Apart.
I agree.
Let's see, from Aphrodisiac.
I got to hear this because you know this is my album, so I
Which
got to
song?
hear this.
Hold on. What was it that didn't hit me the way I wanted to get hit? Um, Where You Want to Be.
Damn. I was hoping you said how I feel because I hate that fucking song.
I was looking at it. I was like, oh, I didn't like that. But then it went to Should I Go, so I forgot about it. But Where I Want to Be.
Listen, every time finally went off and how I feel came on, I would hurry up and change it. I hate that fucking song. And I know a lot of
Damn,
Brandy fans,
that bad.
right? I know a lot of Brandy fans that love how I feel, and I hate that damn song. Oh my god, I hate
It
it.
didn't do it for me, but Finally was great.
I love
But
finally.
going into How I Feel, I'm like, no. It almost was
I
Come
just
As You Are, as it's kept. But Where You Want to Be is, yeah. Now, from Human,
the
we're doing
album you want just for.
I I do. I listen to Shattered Heart the least.
Oh wow. I wasn't expecting that one.
I listen to Shattered Heart the least. Like every other song, I just remember in the sequence when I used to play the album, but that one I had the hardest time remembering. uh, from 211, Let It Go. From 211 would definitely be Let It Go.
For me on 211, because let me think. Yeah, I agree. Because I ain't like that busy ass song
I
either.
did.
I don't like
It was all over the place. Um, I mean, for B7, it's still a little early, but oh no, High Heels, Garbage, Garbage.
Yeah, that's the song that I didn't like.
I was like, what the? This doesn't even sound like a brand. This doesn't even fit in anywhere in your discography. Why did you record this? What? And this is the one time that you have your daughter on a song and it's this?
Yeah, I didn't care for High Heels. I really tried to keep it light on that because her daughter was on it, but I didn't care for that either. Thank you for bringing it up though. At least I'm not the only one that feels that way. Thank you.
I
I
mean, so
um
Amy, your turn.
Aaron.
Oh, I guess yeah. Well, either one. Whoever's still like they're ready to go first.
Okay, so I'm looking up because my brain
Same,
is fried. My
same.
my thing is fried. So we're gonna go Brandy self-titled. Everything except the singles, and that includes Broken Hearted because I still don't like that record. Till this day, I don't like it.
What?
Yeah, I don't like Broken Hearted. I think I'm the only person that maybe feel like that. I don't like Broken Hearted. I'm sorry.
I
Okay,
love Broken Hearted.
I
I
hate that
love
record.
it. Jesus. I love
Mm.
that song.
I hate that record. It's just me. Maybe it's just me.
Fair. I mean, this is opinion.
Um,
This is just
yeah.
this is opinion based. This is the discussion.
Okay. Okay. From Never Say Never, I'm looking at the thing, and so we can't put intro or interlude.
Because I will
No,
Interlude.
you
definitely
cannot.
get that loop.
Um, so I'm gonna give y'all a curve. I don't like You Don't Know Me Like You Used to.
I was going to say that, but then I'm like, I do
I
see.
don't like that one either.
I don't like
I don't
that
like that.
record. I don't like that record. I'm just gonna
I
be
don't like.
honest. So that is it. And bear with me, guys, because I'm literally on Wikipedia right now.
Same.
Okay. So we're gonna go to Full Moon.
Jesus.
Scotty, keep it cute, baby. Keep it cute on my
I
biz.
never said I did. I
Full
never
Moon
said
is
I did
my
like it.
thing.
You
Okay.
I
just
never said I did
him
like it.
have it.
Now. I
No,
just said it.
I
I just said
know,
it.
but I just have to like reel you in. Um,
Operating moon.
hold on, hold on. Okay, Full Moon.
Bitch.
Okay, hold on. Hmm, hmm, hmm. I would say the last track. Wow,
I like
I think
Wow.
I
I
have.
mean, Wow is cheesy, but it's cute.
and I don't like
But like I told
cheesy
you, that's
because
why I
I
don't
think
like.
Brandy is too good for that. I think Brandy is too good for that. So, and I remember listening to that record a while back, and that's the song I always skip.
Fair.
Okay, Aphrodisiac. This is my song. Oh my god, Aphrodisiac.
Why are you so close to the screen,
The,
Sky?
Cause I gotta
this is
hit
the
me.
album that everybody shitted on, like because this was Brandy's low moments that everything just just went downhill. But she can bounce back or whatever. Um, hmm, hmm. Turn it up.
You are insane.
I would say turn it up.
You are
Just
clinically
being
insane.
honest.
Oh my god.
Turn It Up is one of the reasons I would even open this album.
Jamar.
Well, the reason why I say that well, I'm not gonna go into that because I could be here forever. Turn it up. Um, Probably I would like it again when I hear it in November of February, but that's
Mm.
cool. Okay. Hold on, human. Let's go down the line. Because honestly, this
Don't do
human
it.
is vocally amazing. Okay. Okay. Y'all ready?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Piano Man.
Okay, wait.
Cause I like piano. Man.
I love Piano Man because Piano Man is like, sing me a song about love loss, I can do it. Sing me a song about heartache, I know all about that too. So I like the lyrics of it.
Yeah, I just didn't at that time. Maybe I just didn't connect with me, and that's the one song that stood out to me.
You know what I'm
But
surprised?
I have to go back. Like at the time, I think it was 2008. I was still in high school. I was about to leave middle school. So, and I remember listening to the record because my sister bought it. I remember my sister bought it from because she's a real Brandy head too. And I remember listening to it, and that's the one that stuck out. I was like, "Ooh." But I'm gonna. But if we have this discussion again, when they get it going on the 31st, I will run the line if I'm tripping or not. That's what I would say.
I'm surprised that you didn't say, because whenever I ask anybody else when I'm trying to do justice for human, they always talk about either Warm It Up with Love or First in Love as their least favorites.
I was going to say that, but I feel like I didn't get past. I didn't make it towards the middle part, so I don't know how it ends. I think that's what I'm saying. But okay, let's go to 11. Um, mm, uh, Let me see. I love Scared Beautiful. I remember that song.
Yes.
Hardly Breathing is amazing.
Oof.
Wildest Dream, So Sick. See,
I,
So Sick, I actually like. Slower is actually. Wait, Slow. Do I remember Slower?
slow. Slow was like an up tempo one almost. It was like a mid to up tempo.
Hmm.
Just
Most
take it
listening to.
slow.
I'm just going to. Let's go with Paint the House.
You're out of your mind.
Let's go with Paint the House.
You are crazy.
Let's go because I'm looking at this and I remember these songs,
Bitch.
but I never. Because the thing is, I never got past Scared Beautiful because I always fucking replay it. So I didn't get. Maybe it's me. I didn't give that song a
Honey,
chance.
let me
Scared
tell you
Beautiful
something.
is one of my favorites on this album. Maybe it's just me. I love Scared Beautiful.
It is an amazing song, but let me tell you, Paint This House makes you want to hoe. Paint This House makes you want to take your husband up them stairs. Like, she talked about fucking from the kitchen, the window, the side of the wall. Like, she was getting it in.
Well, maybe I will start listening to Brandy then.
Scotty, you heard this? Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
She talking. Let's paint this house with our love.
Well, here's the thing, because I love. I
Oh,
think
because I was
that's
just
why
about to say,
because I
wait, what
love.
kind of paint she talking about?
I
But
usually like B7 because I never got past Scared Beautiful because I kept replaying it.
Baby, do it yourself a favor. Paint the child. Paint this house. Make you want to do some stuff.
Well, do it,
Okay.
everyone.
Okay. Wait. B7. B7 is the last one. Um. Okay. Now I reviewed this album. The first track, "Saving All My Love." I don't like that record.
Me neither.
I don't care about that record. I'm just like you, Jamar. High Heels. Even though, woo woo to the daughter again. Her writing credits,
Get your
girl. Get your daughter some writing credits, girl. But Brandy, you could have put it as a bonus track, girl. No shade.
please the Japanese bonus track.
Yeah, yeah.
damn.
To be honest, but yeah, that's it. Cause listen,
Oh,
okay,
wow.
can I just ask this? What is your favorite song off of Bipolar? Not Bi B7.
Rather be.
Really? Really? Wait, really?
Yes.
He don't like nothing else.
Wait, you don't like nothing else off this
Well, I
album?
mean that and by bipolar
That's
and the
it. That's all he
instrumental of
like.
the games.
That's it? No, not Borderline? Vocally?
Aaron sounds
Vocally,
so
I mean,
hurt.
I'm saying like the songs sound like her like harmonizing and singing. It's not like there's no melody to it. It sounds great, but there's no structure. I don't know. I couldn't. I want to. I
That's
really
one of
want
her
to.
like vocally like
I
she
want
actually
to love
had
it.
me like almost having a asthma attack just listen to it.
I
But
want to.
no
You
lucid
got to
dreams,
have
no unconditional
I was gonna say
ocean,
I
not
like the
unconditional
instrumental
ocean.
of Lucid Dreams. Lucid Dream. Oh, and No Tomorrow was cute as well.
that.
But
No,
just
but I'm talking
I,
about unconditional oceans, baby.
I hate Unconditional Oceans.
Oh my goodness.
Poor Aaron. I'm sorry,
It's
Aaron.
it's so distracting.
I'm so
Y'all
sorry,
sound like
Aaron.
people talking about no
Look,
life.
this is him and I with B7 is y'all with New Life. I
Yeah.
I want to. It's still early. Maybe I will get there, but today,
All right,
Everything
y'all.
about
All
it. Everything
Chris
about
said,
it.
all right.
so David, your turn.
We were asking. All right.
Worst song from each record.
Let me get my
Okay.
apple juice.
I
So
got to hear this.
Ooh.
my worst song from the first album with Scotty is Skate.
I hate
It
that
is
fucking
super
song.
childish. From The Boy Is Mine is Ring the Bell.
Excuse
From
me?
yeah,
Why is Ring the Bell your least favorite album?
I just wasn't feeling it. I just wasn't. Maybe I wasn't in this place. Maybe I wasn't. I was like.
Continue.
So number three, I know you about to shit on me now, but now to my defense, it's because it was another one of those songs that was played on the radio over and over again. It's Knock Knock.
Scotty is over it,
Listen,
Scotty has left
listen.
the
He shitted on my
chat.
new life. He shitted on my new life, though. Um, then number four, and this is another one because it was played on the radio so much. Love All Over Me. Uh, number five for New Life
She sounded like a
Did you
stray
ask
is
cat
for
on
it?
that song. No shade.
Don't start your
oh.
shit, Aaron.
Wait,
I
what
was
he
I'm
said?
about to
sorry. I'm
come on now,
sorry.
Aaron.
What he said?
I'm sorry.
Come on now, Aaron. We don't be talking about your vocal
I'm sorry.
Quran. What's her name? Oh,
I'm
the
sorry.
vocal Bible. I'm sorry. But
First and Second Corinthians continue.
ain't say nothing about your vocal Quran. But
Don't start now.
but New Life. My least favorite song on New Life is 3D.
I
Don't
hate
like
this
that one.
point.
Yes. Yes. 3D. Now that was another child. I'm like, girl, you too old to be talking about seeing somebody in 3D. Like, you too old for that. Then Code Red. I mean, shit, pick one. Um, so I would just say for Code Red, the most annoying one, other than the self-title, was "I Miss Music."
That's the one Jamar likes.
No. I said I know.
Yeah.
I thought you said, I thought you said, I mean,
He had to correct
no,
that, boy. Jamar had to correct
did
that.
you say the Makers of Me? Because I don't think I heard you say that was the worst one from the Makers of Me.
Huh?
I said, did you say the worst one from the Makers of Me? Because I don't think you said that.
Oh, the worst one for Makings of Me. I really don't have one. But if I had to choose, it would be. Uh, ooh, I hate to say it, but I mean, if I had to choose, it'll be a dozen roses. Yeah.
Scotty has left the chat too many times, child. I take it
I
that you
like a dozen roses
I
too.
take
I
it that
like
you
that.
I
disagree.
knew, I just knew he was gonna say that. I don't know why I
Yeah.
knew it, but I knew he was gonna say that shit. I
Yeah.
knew
I
it.
mean, I don't get me wrong. I love the song. I can listen to it all day. But like out of everything else, it'll have to be dozen roses.
That's the only song I
So
know.
I think the main question we should ask, because I know at some point we're gonna close this, and I know I might need to. I gotta get up at 5 in the morning.
Hmm.
But, however, why are you? Hey, this question goes for me and everybody else. Why do you find yourself on the team that you're on and not the opposing one?
This gonna be
Okay, who
shady
go
because I can
first?
feel the shade going on. I can feel it.
Listen, ain't no shade gonna be from here because I'm going to give my God fearing answer.
You go first.
So who's going
Go first.
first?
Jamar,
One of
you
y'all,
go.
David,
because I
David, go first.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, I'm trying to choose. You didn't give me enough time to choose my words. So, well, for one, I relate more so to Monica because Monica is always reminding niggas that, for one, they ain't shit. And just in case they forgot, she gonna write a song to their mama and tell them, "Hey, your son ain't shit." Um, but also because I've also been able to relate to Monica. Like, I feel like she's real, she's authentic. Like, she's just like one of them girls, like Gunica. Like, she'll shut some shit down. She can actually drive a car. And she has fucked up in love. She has had some, some love mishaps, but
Do you have
who
to go
hasn't?
there?
So I mean, she doesn't brag so much about Whitney Houston, you know. So, she realizes that what her and Whitney shared is what her and Whitney shared. She feels like the world, doesn't need to be broadcasted to the world. But yeah, so that is why I love Monica.
Jamar. They still said because Wendy didn't give their girl no note.
Impossible. Go ahead.
Hmm.
Oh, with that eyeshadow, that flat
And
ass
was
blue guy.
sickening. And was sickening.
I'm not
Oh
saying.
my gosh.
Who
Go ahead,
made
Eric. Go ahead.
Cause
Me?
I this is see I know since see David and threw shade, so I know Aaron about to throw some. Let me just get myself prepared.
I
Child.
wasn't trying to throw. I mean, X Y, and that was just my facts.
So, it's okay. It's okay. Because, you talked about, the accident, which is very a sentimental, topic from a
Oh, I
girl.
didn't know he
But
said. I didn't know he said something about the act.
he threw shade. We caught it, right, Jamar?
Oh yeah, it was blatant. It was
I
We
there.
caught it. It was very blatant. But it's
Oh, I
okay.
didn't even hear that. Okay.
It's okay, baby. I'm well versed in shade throwing. Okay, cool.
but to her defense, it wasn't her fault. I understand. I read the story, and I can see that it wasn't her. You know.
It's okay.
Baby, but the internet said, well, we're gonna meme the hell out of her.
Hmm.
No,
So
but it
let's
is
go.
unfortunate.
So let's go to this one. Why am I Team Brandy? Well, she's been winning since she was 14. Let's be honest. That self-titled, that self-titled album, which is very trash, by the way, actually sold a lot of copies. So that's even T right there. So, I mean, what else? The TV shows, the Barbie dolls. Um, the fact that her legacy eats away at Gunica's heart. Um, you know,
Aaron, don't.
every R and B,
Um,
every R and B
examples,
star, every
examples.
R&B girl has referenced Brandy. Couple, like is so many. You name them. Your favorite R&B artist referenced Brandy, so it's okay. I'm talking about the versatility in her voice. She's just not, scratching at the moon and singing, scratch wailing at the howling at the moon and scratching at furniture and stuff. Just so somebody can pet her.
Now
You know,
see,
so
doing too
that's
much.
where that's where we're gonna go to. You know, uh,
Oh, Aaron,
she's
you got a bag tonight, huh?
yeah. We she don't have an album that nobody she don't have an album nobody can say that they don't care about. Correct.
I can.
Um
You
my
lying
life
now. Don't
my
nobody
life
care
my
about you.
life
You lying now. Don't nobody care about human. Stop lying. Go
but
ahead.
anyway, but I'm just saying, um, you know, uh,
Human.
she don't have, she has her problems with guys, but you know, she don't have a thug waiting for her for years, and she hasn't, you know. That's what I can
What
say
that
about
got to
Brandy. She don't have
do?
a thug to go to. I'm just saying.
What that got to do with
It
what you
really
know?
don't. It really don't. I'm just, you know, I'm really keen right now. So I'm really, really keen on Monica Fine right now. But I'm talking about the versatility in Brandy's voice eats alone. Monica can never, will never, and can never. Um, um,
I'm
she
about ready
just,
for Jamar to go
I'm
now.
just being honest. I'm just really honest. Like, you know, she's just the best all around. She
It's
just have a,
Scotty. It
she
was your
has
turn
many,
next.
many impact. She has an impact. She has her impact.
It was really
That's
Scotty's turn.
Yeah, Monica does. Monica has her impact as well. I mean, because
on
a lot of
what
things that
artists?
Brandy
What
has
artists? I don't
said
know.
that that we can tell that Brandy was actually pressed because Brandy has said a lot of things and Monica has not been so impressed by it. Monica just throws it away and just like, oh, okay, oh, that's how you feel. Oh, okay, and it just fuels the fire for Brandy because she's just, like even whenever, Brandy came out with that song Scratching and Pleading or Begging and Bleeding or whatever it was,
We don't even
Monica
acknowledge
gave
that
her
song. But
Monica gave her a
whatever.
shout out and was like, hey, this is real music. I love it. And, Brandy just went off the wall and Monica was like, oh, but I like
She's
betting.
too
I like
busy
what
writing letters to see murder.
oh no, babe. She never write letters to see murder. She doesn't write letters to see murder. But no, it was Brandy. It was Brandy, but it's fine. And I just got what you said too.
Jamar,
It's
can
This
you
fine.
go? Can you go? Can you
wait,
go? Can you go?
no, it's okay. Fine.
Can you go? Because Aaron won't shut the hell up, and David won't shut the hell up.
Okay,
And it's
you
funny
should.
how we're the
Yes,
host of this show, and we're not even throwing that little shade. But this
God,
is what about
damn. We're gonna come up in here and we just gonna set it off.
Aaron?
Okay, so for some of the reasons that Aaron has pointed out,
You better not name them
I
either.
I have always sensed more of a versatility with Brandy's voice. I love her runs. Her harmonies
She
are
never screeches.
sickening. Her harmonies are sickening. She layers a voice like no other. Of course, I love to see at the time a dark skinned girl have a Barbie, have a TV show, have music. Her Cinderella movie soundtrack is like the one of the basis of my homosexuality, and I just loved. I just connected more with the music. I really did. I really connected more with the music, and for Monica, and it really may have just boiled down to exposure because like a lot of my older cousins were larger Brandy fans, and I still had exposure to Monica like the singles, but I just something about when Never Say Never came and then Full Moon right after it was just I just was forever changed. I'm telling you. So that's why I am where I am.
Mhm.
Scotty.
Okay. I'm not gonna be petty and throw shade like Aaron. So,
Really?
um,
This is
the
me.
reason why I'm Team Monica versus Team Brandy is because number one, I practically grew up on Monica being living in the South. Really, most of us was like on Monica more so than Brandy because we in the South, of course. Number two, um, I relate more to Monica versus Brandy. I never really related to Brandy like that, but I've always related to Monica. It doesn't take away from the fact that I do enjoy Brandy's music. because I could be objective, unlike Aaron. But um, I do enjoy her music. However, I've always loved Monica. Um, I just relate more to her. I relate to her music more so than ever, and I relate to her personality. Do I think that she's the most polished vocalist? I don't think so. Do I think that she's the most versatile vocalist? I don't think so. And do I think that she could be better as far as her artistry is concerned? Probably. But however, as an artist, I do like her. Well, I do love her. I know when it comes down to Brandy, I know most people like her voice and her harmonies and the technicalities of her voice and what she's able to do with her voice. Um, because of the fact that they like that type of thing, it makes them question why I would be on Team Monica, being that Brandy is, um, vocally versatile, and she in her artistry is versatile as well. So of course they would think, of course they would ask her, why would you be on Team Monica? Well, I can appreciate Brandy and what she brings musically, and I can also appreciate her vocal styling. But at the same time, when it comes down to Monica and why I prefer her the most, when you think about it, my favorite singer is Mary J. Blige. I heard everybody's Mary J. Blige. So when you think about that, that should let you know where I stand when it comes down to vocals. I don't really care about the technicalities of vocals because I'm not a damn vocal teacher. I could care less about that. What I really care about is the feeling of the music, and being that um I'm the type of person that likes a person that I can relate to, and the type of person that I can feel. That's where I stand with that, which is probably why I don't really like. I'm not the biggest Beyonce fan, but I do appreciate her artistry. But when she sings, I don't feel anything. It's like you can tell she's a technical type of singer. She's all about the technique and shit like that. I'm more so of a person that likes raw. Like I want you to sing like like you feeling it. Like I want you to sing like you just got your ass beat by your nigga. Like I want to hear you crying on the mic. Like that's what I want to hear. I care less about the
No, that's love.
technicalities of.
That's love.
God
Hmm.
damn, you
So
want her to get her
I mean,
ass
I'm just
he's.
saying.
I mean, he like K Michelle. I mean, come on, this proof is in the
I
pudding.
mean,
I love K too. I love K too.
I'm just saying. And to answer your question, Corey Love, I'm not saying that it has anything to do with liking or being Team Monica. I'm just saying that that's partially why, because that's all I heard down south was Monica most of the time. They played her music a lot here, so you couldn't help but hear her. So that's why I'm saying. If you don't understand it, oh well, but that's what I'm saying. I didn't say that that was my overall reasoning for being Team Monica. I just used it as an example. Anyway. But it's mainly because I relate to her. I relate to her more so than Brandy. Although I can be objective and say that probably one of the first times I really just related to Brandy on something musically was Aphrodisiac, which is probably why that's my favorite album from her because I related to her quite a bit on that album. So for me, it's all about me relating to a person. That's what drives me to a person's music. And as I've said, um, Mary J. Blige is my favorite singer, and those people that likes Mary J. Blige would probably like somebody like Monica. To be honest, or just like with Brandy. I said this before. Most people that like Brandy probably likes Tony Braxton. They're
Yep.
probably just as big of a fan of Brandy as they are of Tony Braxton. So I
I
think it
love
has a lot
Tony.
to do with what you prefer. All I'm saying. So just because you prefer something doesn't mean that it's you know quote unquote always better, but it's all about what you prefer. And I just prefer Monica over Brandy. That's why I prefer Montrose Brandy because
I thought about a discussion from what you had your response to Corey. Well, not really to Corey, but somebody in reference to Beyonce, and you not feeling like she has soul in her voice. I feel like people, to give like an example of what that is, because I feel like Beyonce, like you said, is technically trained. She knows all the techniques to make her voice sound like what she wants it to sound like. And then there's people like, we got in trouble for this on Facebook, Kiki Wyatt, who is literally just a freak of nature and can just sing effortlessly like she's not even trying. Or like somebody who sings with soul, I feel like when it comes to like performing, like Fantasia just exudes. You can't explain like what it is when she goes on that stage, she's about to tear it up. And some people can do it, but they have to be taught. It's not like something that's natural, if that makes any sense.
that's true.
So that's where I feel like that conversation goes. But everybody's still great at the end of the day. It's all good and fun. We have our favorites, but everybody's still great.
And I am going to listen to Brandy. I'm going to listen to Brandy. So just write down the little notes of what
I said just start with Never Say Never. Just go through that album.
The best album to date. Period.
Okay.
But how would you? Because I see in the chat, they're saying they want to see the next verses. They feel like Ashanti versus Keisha Cole. What do y'all feel about that?
I don't know enough Ashanti songs.
Me either. So if I said that
Ashanti
too, and when
versus...
they get to Heaven Sent, it would have been a rap. Keisha won. I'm sorry, Heaven Sent is one of the best songs. So if she plays that, it's a rap for Ashanti. Sorry.
Honestly, truly, yeah.
Right.
So I don't see any comparison to that. I don't.
But
not Ashanti, because Ashanti's first album was actually very good.
I think the first two were.
I
thought
I don't remember the second.
I like Conceited Rose, Concrete Rose or Conceited Rose.
I thought it was called Chapter 2.
No, Chapter 2 was the second.
Wait, which one are you talking about? The debut?
No, the first two. The first two is Ashanti self-titled in Chapter 2.
Oh, but
that's the first two.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, was Concrete Rose the one that had Only You on it?
I don't know. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
How does Only You go? How does that go?
Ooh, I just can't wait next to you. Oh, I just can't leave you alone.
I hated that song.
I like that song.
Cause only you can make me feel.
Only you can make me feel.
You know what happened? I heard that like when Beyonce came out with Crazy in Love, people forgot about Ashanti. That's when it was like a rap.
I think Ashanti got tired after a while because I feel like her voice it just it never like progressed. It's just stayed there. She's like another Jennifer Lopez, but without the stardom and the money.
Well, Ashanti never had a voice anyway, so I mean.
Yeah, no, she never. She really didn't.
Yeah.
She never really did.
It would be more fun to do like Keisha Cole versus K. Michelle. That'd be more fun. But Keisha ain't got that many.
Yeah. I would say that. Yeah, because I love K. Michelle, and no shade to Keisha. I love you, Keisha, baby. But K. Michelle, I still rock with to this day.
Baby, give me Keisha with her gap. I don't like this new teeth bitch.
Yeah, I was just about to say Keisha with the red hair and the gap.
Give me Keisha with the.
Because baby, Makings of Me, I listened to that album. It is all right, but there's not I'm talking about all down the line like albums that you actually listen. I stopped listening to Keisha at that second album. That second album, I literally
Wait,
stopped
so hold
listening to
on.
her.
A different me deserves better than that.
Yes, it does. A
Like,
different
but
me.
Makers of Me was like my done. Like, I was done deal. I was
You
Yeah,
done
think
with
that
Keisha,
was.
like, at Makers of Me.
the makings of me is a Monica album.
You're thinking of
You
a
think
different me.
you thinking
Oh,
of
what
a
was
different.
that?
A
What
different
is
me
the?
was the one that had play your cards right.
Yeah,
Uh,
that one. That one. See, that's the one I
Uh,
don't like. I don't like that.
is
The
that the one with
album.
Trust and Monica?
yeah, that's the one.
That's the
There's
only one I
another.
remember.
What was the other single on there that was really big?
You complete
From which
me,
one?
A different me. It was play your cards right, trust and
It was
something else.
Play Your Cards Right, Trust,
and you complete.
You
There it
Complete Me.
was. There it was. Okay. Because I'm like, there was another song on there that was really big, but
So,
now after
question, just
now
okay,
after
another quick question.
after a
Jamar, shut
different
up.
me, it kind of went, huh?
Shut up. So, another quick question. Who do y'all think would go? Say, for instance, if Brandy and Monica weren't going against each other, who would y'all put them against? Like, who would you put against Brandy?
Nobody.
Wait.
Nobody. It has to be Monica. I'm sorry. I can't think of
You
But
don't
nobody
see any other.
during
Bible?
that era. During that era,
No, I'm just
no.
thinking. That thought just came in my mind. Like, who else would it be? And then, like, so then I thought about Maya, and then I was like, well, Maya didn't have that long of a career,
She,
so
even though Maya is T, but I
yeah,
don't. I never bought her albums. I never
Maya's
bought Maya.
very underrated. I go back to her from time and time again, and I'm usually I like what I hear usually,
She's
I do
but
vocally
too.
stunning, but it's like
there's always
I
something missing.
never, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
She could dance, she could sing,
I
but it's
feel
like
like
I didn't think she had the right management, in my opinion. Like they didn't treat
yeah,
Maya right during that time.
I think if you want to get into Maya, I feel like the first album you should start with was probably Mood Ring because I
Oh
feel like
yeah,
that's her
Blue
best
Ring
one.
that's the classic. Like that's the one album that people do know. If they know any album, they know Blue Ring.
Even though we are
Oh,
so
somebody said Aaliyah
sanctified.
in the comments.
No, I
We
mean,
not, we not, no, we not gonna do.
no, because with
Not
Somebody
gonna do
said
Aaliyah.
Aaliyah dead though,
Brandy
baby.
and Monica
Yeah,
are both
let
singers.
let my baby rest. Let my baby rest. We're not gonna
Yes,
bring up
Lord
Aaliyah.
Jesus.
We can't do Aaliyah because Aaliyah was
Yes,
more of a dancer than a singer.
She
yes,
Monica
was.
and Brandy were both
yeah,
singers,
yeah,
Yeah.
and neither one of them really can move like that. So it's
yeah.
like that's why they're perfect to match because they cross the same, you know, eyes and all that shit.
But I believe that someone said Aaliyah though because Aaliyah and Brandy are probably the closest musically to me.
I don't think
Mm.
so.
They are.
I don't.
Like,
Yeah. I don't.
musically,
Why
I
do you say
feel like
that?
they are because, and just correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like Aaliyah and Brandy are more um musically they're more artistic. Like I feel like they take more risk, and I think that's why I would probably feel that's why I feel like they would mesh more together than anybody else. If it couldn't have been Monica versus Brandy, it could have been Aaliyah and Brandy because I do feel like musically
The only
they're kind of
similarity I
similar.
can find about them musically is they both have good low registers, kind of. But
I just feel like Aaliyah's third, like her Red album, is kind of like an answer to Brandy's like Aphrodisiac. That's how I see it.
Mm.
It's like
that's an
the
interesting
same type of
perspective.
album.
Yeah.
I love Aaliyah's debut album, even though it's produced by somebody that we shall not rename nameless.
I
But
think
I
my favorite.
still listen to that album. That's still my favorite album. One in a Million is everything to me too, but the debut just gets more spin in my opinion, and it's
I
just more funkier to me. It's more
I
like
I felt shade that that was the only album from her that we have had access to this whole time. I'm like,
I swear,
one in a
but that's
million
what nobody wants to hear.
touched. One in a Million cannot be touched. Aaliyah, the subtitle cannot be touched. And You Give Me back, forth, forth.
I'm sorry. I remember literally because I was young when Aaliyah was coming up. You know, I was really young. But I just got into her. I just got into her when I saw One in a Million. I saw.
Somebody said, I don't listen to that Predator album.
Okay.
Wow.
Right.
He is, and you know what? For years, I did not know that was him blurred out in the background.
Yeah,
you ain't know. It was right
I
when it
didn't
was.
pay attention to that.
I did. I saw it. I still love that album. No matter the person that produced it. It's something like Sweet Thing. Street Thing is everything. I'm so into you. I'm so into you. I'm so into you. I love that song. I love No One Knows I Love Me.
I love that album, but most people would never touch it. Like they just want to act like it doesn't.
I don't care. I was screaming from the top of my lungs. I love AJ Number. I don't care.
But when I turn on One in a Million, it's like that album never happened.
I know, but that album is just childhood memories. Childhood memories is just. I love that. I would literally replay that video.
AJ Nothing But a Number is like a Predator song, but I still like it. I'm sorry.
It is. It's like, and then when you listen to the lyrics, it was like he really had her sing that bullshit. He really had her sing that bullshit.
All the way.
Does this AJ Nothing But a Number, is that have At Your Best?
Yes,
it does.
That is the saving grace of that album.
Well, her music should be out on streaming places very soon. So.
I'll believe it. I'll believe it when it's there, because they said that a few times.
Can I be honest? Am I the I literally skipped At Your Best off of that album. I like the remix better.
No longer needed. You may even exit the chat.
I'm sorry. I like the remix better.
I like the remix better too. I'm not gonna lie.
Y'all remember when Wendy Williams called the song "How Let Me Know"?
Because it was Wendy Williams that did that biopic of Aaliyah,
and it was horrible.
And to this day, I still have not watched that.
Right now,
Do not.
I still want to deck her. I'm sorry. Like, we gotta get my hands.
She gotta love get hands. Or respect for Aaliyah and her legacy. Stay far away from that film.
She still got to get her ass beat. I'm sorry. She still got to get hands put on her for that. I'm sorry.
Like she even they were supposed to be at this party. I'll never forget this. This is small and petty, but I don't care. She was supposed to be at this party, with her little TikTok or whatever. Why was there like 2 or 3 people in the background with iPhones? This is the 90s. How? Why has everybody got motherfucking iPhones?
And did they dress like the 90s?
Kinda.
Is it true that there was like a Camaro in the?
It was horrible. They didn't pay attention to none of the details, none of the small details. It was
like a new model Camaro.
All Wendy Williams wanted was the mess. That's all she wanted, and she portrayed this R. Kelly and Aaliyah relationship like it was some Romeo and Juliet type shit.
They didn't do R. Kelly's bull cap right. They didn't do that right.
Oh,
they had Missy looking like she was on what's that tea? What's that tea that all the girls Slim Fast or something?
The Herbalife or what?
Herbalife, whatever that tea is that they selling. She was on that. What else? What else can we say? What else can we say about the trash?
So what did y'all think about the Whitney Houston movie?
That was.
Did I watch that?
With Yaya. I liked it because Yaya did good. I liked it for Yaya.
I like the Bobby better. I like the Bobby one better.
I haven't watched the Bobby. I don't think I watched the
The
Bobby.
Bobby
The
was
Yeah.
only
like
thing that I can't deal
rapping.
with the Bobby Brown biopic is the fact that they decided to choose Janae from the game to play Whitney Houston.
Um,
That's gonna ever be funny to me. Because I
uh,
can't see her as Whitney Houston. Like all I see her as is Duran baby mama. That's all I said her as. Oh, look
But yeah,
oh, who Yaya played this? I mean, she probably did. I don't remember it, to be honest. And somebody asked
oh,
that
they
who
do
would
have
play Brandy
Jackson.
in their biopic.
oh,
wait,
she
what
said
happened?
Hallie. She said Hallie. She said Hallie. I think Hallie would do a good job, and Hallie is pretty.
For
You know
whose
what?
biopic?
Why don't they both
Brandy's
play
bio.
each of them? Why can't Hallie play Brandy and Chloe? Wait, did I say that right? Yeah, Chloe can play Monica.
No, no.
Mm.
Chloe don't
Oh, oh.
screeches at the moon.
And
Aaron.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Just one for the
you
road. I'm
got,
sorry.
you got one more time.
Aaron, I'm rooting for you, okay?
I'm
Because
sorry. That was
see,
me doing a favor right
I
now.
have been very objective tonight. I ain't shaded.
I
I'm sorry. It was just
and I
fun
had
for the
shut
chorus.
up.
I'm sorry.
I had shut up. But okay. But that's okay, Aaron. You can have
It
it.
was just my little penny in the ocean or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You just
it's
want to be
cool.
shaded. Mm-hmm.
It happens. It happens.
I'll
So I
stop.
think, I mean, do we want to take last minute questions from the chat, or how do you want to?
Let's do
We
fan questions. I
can.
love it.
Christina
Either
Aguilera or Britney
okay,
Spears?
Brittany.
Brittany all day. Sorry.
Jamar?
Sue me. I like the one who can sing.
Okay, so neither.
Try. You tried to
I'm
fuck
just
up.
playing.
You
I'm
know
playing.
damn well that
Yeah,
motherfucker
I like Christina.
can't
She just
sing.
screams. She just screams.
At least her mic is on.
Oh, okay.
When I get
Shit.
dirty, when I get
That's
At
my
least her
shit. Dirty
microphone
is my
on.
shit. Period. I love Dirty. That's my
Wow.
shower
dirty,
song. That's my sour song.
you look
Did she
dirty
ever
When I'm in
enough.
the
release another
shower.
album, Jamar?
We need
Like, did she ever release another album, Christina?
since
After Lotus? After Lotus?
After Lotus or Butterfly, one of them in six.
yes, she did.
Oh,
yes, she did. It
What was
was
the
only
name of
one.
it, Jamar?
Liberation.
was
Who?
it good?
Yeah, it was better than Lotus. I think Lotus is my least favorite of all her stuff.
It was better than Biopic?
I love Bionic actually.
Mm.
It's Bionic, not Biopic. Okay, I'm sorry.
These bitches
Well, I don't listen to none of her
Aaron
albums.
is Aaron he is in his bag.
horrible.
You know
I
what,
just
Aaron? I'm never inviting you to another show.
Oh my god.
Huh?
I've
I'm
never
sorry.
I'm
saw
never
it, but
inviting you back up here.
Aaron,
Ever.
let's be
What? Okay. I'm
Oh
chilling
my
out.
gosh,
I
Aaron,
really
let's
didn't know.
be
I
BFFs.
forgot. I really forgot. I'm sorry. I really forgot.
Let's be BFFs,
No, you
Aaron.
ain't
Oh my
this shit. You
gosh.
It wasn't shade. It was.
won't.
I swear.
I said what I said. I can't. That is the side that I fall on. Are you gonna do
What's that?
Backstreet Boys versus NSYNC next?
No, I
In
didn't
sync
follow
all
them
day.
around like that.
In sync all day. Sorry.
Honestly, I didn't give a damn about either one.
So
I
they
Yeah.
didn't
said,
really either.
I seen Kat put Mary J versus Faith Evans.
Mary.
Ooh, that'll
I
be a
mean,
good
still, I mean, for me,
one.
Mary J. Blige still, but
Mary J. You know what? Mary J. I play what the 411. No, it's not 411. Was it? No, K
It is
Michelle is
for
911. Is what the 411 Mary album and my life is. Sorry.
Destiny
Let's
Child
leave it.
versus TLC.
Uh, TLC.
Personal preference, Destiny's Child.
I mean,
I go
well,
with
vocally,
No,
TLC.
yes,
which
vocally,
Destiny's Child?
vocally,
Like
it would be
original
Destiny Child,
Destiny's
but
Child or
D
Destiny's Child?
DC3.
Okay. Okay.
TLC.
I
Either
say
one.
TLC too. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'll
All
give
of
it
their
to
albums is
TLC.
T.
Yeah.
And
The
that's
one
it.
without Left Eye is trash. The one without Left Eye is
Yes,
trash.
that was
Sorry.
with Boy
The fake
Talk and all that
funded
shit.
one. The one with like way back.
Oh, we
What
act like
album
that
was
one don't
that?
exist. So we're
What
not
album
even
was
gonna talk
that?
about it. Oh, we don't know. We don't know.
Oh, okay. We can move on.
We go way back.
We know about that album with them damn Super Mario ass beats on it. We're not even gonna talk about that.
And that dance
We
that
not.
nobody recreated for TikTok, that was a true shade. Can we talk about that?
Woo, child.
That was a key.
Jamar was
I
really
left
shady
that.
with that damn GoFundMe ass album that they had. Like, not even gonna do that.
They tried
Wait,
that. They said,
somebody,
send in money for us to go to the studio and make this album.
somebody in the chat said, K Michelle versus Tamar. Tamar don't have enough
Taylor.
albums.
I was saying Tamar
No
doesn't have
shade,
no
Tamar. I
music.
love you. Yeah, she don't have the catalog.
Yeah.
Get well soon,
Too
Tamar.
much
Get well
music.
soon,
But
baby.
then again, I have to look crooked at K Michelle because K Michelle be putting out shit and don't promote shit.
She
Let's
did
not.
promote
Let's
her
not.
last album. Don't
Just be
try it,
putting it out.
Jamar.
She'll give you a little bit. Then she'll be like, "I'm gonna go work on my country album," and then never put out the country album and put out another R&B album and say the next album's gonna be the country album. When she knows she's gonna make another goddamn R&B
And
album.
You right.
Aaron.
You right. She needs to work on it. She needs to work on that. She do. Because I'm ready
So
for that
would it
country
be
album.
Aaron
safe to
don't.
say like SWV versus Escape?
Who?
SWV
Well,
versus
in
Escape?
fairness, Escape didn't.
Or would it be like more so In Vogue versus Escape?
Oh, In Vogue.
Okay.
And Vogue still putting out albums?
I don't think so. But
No, that was a genuine question. I'm sorry. That was a very genuine question. I'm so sorry. It's a very genuine question. Oh, that was a genuine question. That wasn't shade.
This is a vacuum cleaner. I'm gonna actually leave.
Okay, I'm out.
Get blocked again.
Well, no, I was just wondering. So would it be like In Vogue versus Escape?
In Vogue for sure, because everybody
You think so?
everybody in Vogue can sing.
See, it's not only me. Not only me.
What group when you
They
say
do not have a
album
goal
can't sing?
for a team member. They do not have a goal for a team member.
Somebody said K Michelle versus the vacuum cleaner.
Y'all better stop playing with K Michelle. Y'all better leave K Michelle alone in the chat. Leave her alone. Because listen.
No.
But we didn't say Tamar can't sing. We just said that she won't win the battle, and she won't.
She
In
won't.
the battle of music. Now, if we're talking about voices,
Yeah, she'll
Well,
win
yeah,
that.
Tamar, she'll win that.
that bar will wear
But
her out.
better music. K Michelle has it. Sorry, better
So who
music.
will go against Tony?
Nobody.
Sade.
No. Shot. No. I will not do that to myself.
Did y'all put Tamia against Tony?
I will not do that to myself.
Tamia against Tony?
Tamia don't got the catalog. Sorry. I love Tamia though,
not,
but she don't.
Tamia doesn't. I mean, Tamia is
Tamia
so
will lose automatically.
Tamia is so
Yeah,
underrated.
she don't have a catalog, but I love her voice.
She is everything.
So who would you put against Tony? Like, well, you can't put Mariah against her, could you?
No, it would have to be Mariah.
No,
I mean,
I would choose Mariah Carey in a heartbeat. Love Tony Downs, but Mariah all day.
the only person that could go against Mariah would be Whitney. So
No. I mean, yeah, you kind of right.
This is the only person that can have that conversation is Whitney. I can't put nobody else with Tony.
J-Lo.
I don't know. So,
Bitch, at least Tony sung her own music, child.
Woo! That is hilarious.
You know, J Lo could dance. You know, so
Oh
and
yeah,
she acts. She's a good
Jada
actress,
can whip a wig around now. Jada can
and
get
she's
on
a good ass
poles
actress.
and whip that wig around. But
I
when that mic
love J Lo's
comes to
movies,
her face,
like The Wedding Planner, Made in Manhattan, Enough. You know, her movies.
no, when she can act her ass off. But
Yeah,
when
she
it
can.
comes to the microphone here,
What's the motion again, Jamar?
no.
I cannot.
I'm sorry, my glasses will fall. Do that again.
Well, you gonna have to watch the you nasty bastard.
I want to say Celine Dion versus Mariah.
Who?
I mean, Celine's voice is still intact, as far as I know. Mariah's is not.
Jamar, don't try it. Leave Mariah alone.
I mean, the
Leave
only
Mariah
other one that,
alone.
like, vocally, okay, correct me, and y'all please tell me. The only other one that I think vocally could go
Leave
against Mariah
Mariah
is
alone.
Ariana. Would be Ariana.
What did you just
Who?
Don't y'all think so?
say that again?
Wait, Ariana versus who?
I knew
Can you
that was
say that
gonna
again?
get y'all. I knew that
I'm
was
like,
gonna get
wait,
y'all.
I wasn't even listening. I turned in like, wait, what?
I was like,
I was fucking
who?
with y'all. I was saying the only one who can go against Mariah is Ariana.
We're not gonna do
You are
that. We're not gonna
rolling.
do that. Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, I knew I was gonna get y'all.
Celine
Oh
Dion
my
still has her
god,
voice intact. You tried
y'all are
Mariah's whole
childish.
Am
entire
I
life.
wrong?
Stop trying my baby.
I didn't say she was bad. I didn't say she wasn't iconic. I just said, can she do what she did in the 90s? Hell no.
She has gotten older. Okay?
Can she do it?
Yes, she can. Maybe she needs to warm up, drink a little bit more tea, do her lessons, you know, put down the champagne. Put down the champagne and pick up the mic. I think she can do that. Don't try Mariah.
Listen, even she knows that she can't do it no more. This is not even a read. This is not shade. These are the facts.
Oh gosh.
That she cannot do it anymore. She did it. She's done it before. She has that under her belt. But as of today,
Oh my God, I can't.
So I'm gonna let y'all go. I had fun. Thank you for inviting me, Scotty.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that you reached out and be like, yo, come over here. I had fun. Brandy's definitely gonna win. Sorry. I had to throw that in there.
Get your ass kicked out in the middle of your statement.
You already know Team Brandy gonna kill it. Once sitting up in my room comes on, it's a wrap.
You better get your closing remarks
Monica
out
is
before
out
I
of
click
there.
remove. You better go ahead and get it out before I click remove. Go ahead.
All right. Team Brandy, we got this. We don't got shit to worry about. Brandy is not gonna be screeching at the moon. She's not gonna have on
Okay, so you
her
want me to
big
go ahead and cut
tall
you off?
heels on.
You done.
Bye, y'all.
See you later. All right. Well, I guess we can do our closing remarks then, because we're almost at 3 hours, child. Oh, your friend just popped back in here in the backstage, so I guess we'll let him do his
Because I got to
closing
get back
remarks.
to work. So no, I was saying I got to get back to work. I got to finish my little shift. I've been like gone for like the last 2 hours. So You know, I told him I was on a meeting. I had an important meeting.
Well,
I had to. They gave me the conference room and everything, so I could do my meeting.
did you enjoy yourself?
I did. Thank you for the kiki. Thank you for your time. Thank you all for everything you do. I'm sorry. I'm not talking, acting like I'm talking to the people at work.
You are at work, but this was fun.
Yeah, this was fun. This was fun. Well, y'all be safe. Have a good night.
All
All
right.
right.
Right. Bye.
Uh, okay. Well, I guess it's time for us to make our everybody. You know what? Everybody in this chat is saying something that I was thinking, and I ain't gonna say what I was thinking. I'm gonna wait till we get off of here. Anyway, um, So this was fun.
Indeed.
It was very fun. Even though Miles cussed me out in the DM, he said that I need to stop last minute asking him when I asked him yesterday and he just didn't respond right away. He said, "Well, you should have texted me again."
I don't double text.
Right. Okay. 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 All
You
right.
got the message. You know it's there.
Exactly. You know it's there. I'm not gonna keep fixing your motherfucking ass, Miles. I ain't. However, I really feel like this would have been very fun if Miles and Ashley would have been able to come along because you know Ashley team, Monica was right along with me.
That
So
would have been great.
that
But
would
I
have
don't catch this again. We can bring them back for another battle if they want something
been
else.
right, you know. But all in all, though, all in all, this was a good show. It really was a good show. Like I had fun this whole time. Not to say that we never have fun on our shows, because we do. But we had a great time tonight, though. And the people tuned in. We got like 55 viewers overall that tuned in tonight. So, of course, me and Jamar, we appreciate you guys tuning in every week. You know what I mean? Because we were slick, kind of nervous about this show. We kind of was,
You
but
were?
I was because I didn't know how it was gonna turn out. But we really had fun,
I
though.
mean, I feel like if I had like the questions, I knew they would be like great icebreakers or like conversation starters that allowed us to promote both artists and a lot of songs that a lot of people may not know and may be inclined to go check out because they would come from people who listen to their discographies in full and can kind of recognize the songs that may not be promoted and that may not know about. So it kind of brings light to a lot of those. That's what I wanted to happen because we could talk about the hits that everybody knows all day long. But
Yeah,
like, what about the other songs that y'all don't never get to, that don't never get no shine, that just go unheard and could probably change your life, but you don't know about it?
and sometimes the damn artists forget that the songs even exist. Because I know, like, straight up. Because I remember when Monica and Brandy were on 106 and Park, when they were promoting It All Belongs to Me, they asked each of them, what song is your favorite by the other artist? And Brandy was like, Angel. And then she thought she was saying Angel of Mine, but in our reality, she was talking about Angel off Miss Thing. And Monica don't even remember the damn song. And I'm like, really, bitch?
I mean, there are
But
songs. It's very interesting to hear artists' relationship with their songs, even though they may have been as successful as they are,
yeah,
and we
how they
love them,
hated the
really
song.
hate it. It's
Yeah,
very
so
interesting.
yeah, it is because I know, like with K Michelle, like she hates falling and she hates how many times she hates those
I
people.
love How Many Times. That's one of my favorite songs by her.
That's what I'm saying. Every time someone asks her to perform that on a concert, in one of her concerts, she always she says, "I'm not gonna go up there and scream that damn song. Don't
I
ask
want
me."
Mountaintop too, bitch.
Wait a minute. What young rich isn't wrong about Jamar?
Oh, they said Brandy was on Wait to Exhale soundtrack and Cinderella, so she won by default.
I'm not answering that question. Um, but yes. So, this was a great show. This is probably one of our probably one of I don't know about you, but this is probably one of my favorite shows we did since we've been doing
This was a hoot and a holler.
Yes, it was funny. Like it was very funny. Like you know what? Before we go, what are your favorite episodes of the Prelude so far that we've done?
Definitely this one, the one that we did with Kevin Candy and Bondi and them, and the one we did with your friend, I forget her name, when I had
Aaliyah.
Greg and we talked about like our. No, I think she came back twice. I think she came back. I know
She
one time when I was in Greg, we were talking about like the insecurities in dating, and
uh-huh.
then she came back again, and we talked about like she gave us like the tarot card readings.
Yeah, she did the tarot card readings on the first one, and then she came back again for the whole insecurities and dating, and you was in a drag. She came back for that one.
Okay, that was the second one. Okay. So yeah, those are my favorites. Those two that we did with her, the one with all the OG YouTubers, and this one.
Yeah, of course I love the one with the OGs. I love this one, and I love the one we did with Ashley when she came on the first time. We was
Oh
talking
yeah,
about
with just us three, and we talked
yeah,
about sexuality.
yes, that's also one of my favorite ones. Like if y'all haven't gotten into like all of our episodes of Prelude, there is a playlist that I've made for it, so you can watch every single episode that we've done. Like it's pretty cool to go. Sometimes when I get ready for work, sometimes I do listen to some of our stuff that we've done already, and it's a key listening
You know
to.
what? I'm weird. Like even with my own shit, like reviews and stuff, I rarely play my own stuff back.
Sometimes
And
I do. I ain't
the
gonna
only
lie.
time I do is when somebody references like, "Oh my God, what he said at such and such time was so funny." I'm like, "Well, shit, what did I say?" And they'll post the clip. I'm like, I even said that.
Well, I can't say that it wasn't a complete shade fest tonight. At least I know I didn't really throw no shade at Brandy, but
I knew that we were going to be the civil ones. And David called me earlier asking if he could be in it. And I'm like, I would love for you to be in it. I know what kind of person that you are. And that's why I needed another person to combat your foolishness because I knew what he was going to give from the jump. So
right.
I'm glad that Aaron was there to balance him out.
Yeah, those were the two that were throwing out shade. We didn't throw
Baby,
shade.
all shade. I'm like, I'm not even participating. I'm just watching.
Listen, cause see, I'm trying to be the objective host. I'm not even gonna do that. Like I didn't really didn't shade Brandy though. I
I,
did.
I was like, child, David done brought up the car accident. Then Aaron done brought up the letters to see murder. It was great. It was
That's the
fan.
sad part. I didn't even hear the whole car accident thing. Like
Well,
I
no,
didn't.
like what he had said was he was like, I like that she's this. I like that she knows how to operate a car. I know that, and it just he slid it in there real slick.
That's why I missed it. Then that's why I
He
missed.
slid. No, I caught all of that. I
I
caught
missed
all of
it.
that.
I swear, I missed it. I missed it. I missed it. Somebody just said, Ashley said, if y'all can do one with Missy Mouse, Ashley Miller, Bundy Blue, Forest Rocks, that would be dope. Well, I don't mind. We really don't mind bringing all of them back, but Rocks is not. I listen. She's supposed to be on the
Y'all,
last one. She wouldn't do it.
Rocks ain't coming up on here.
She's not coming. She's not coming.
Rocks, and this is not our choice, y'all.
It's not
Because
our
we
choice at
asked her
all.
to be in the original OG panel, but she's decided that she does not want to participate in like a group thing.
Yeah, like she doesn't feel comfortable with collaboration type videos like this. So, and I understand. She says she feels weird. She doesn't think that she can like from what she said, like she feels kind of weird when she does like collabs like this. Like if it's something like what we used to do back in the gap, like when Jamar would do his all I want to know is why thing or something like that, something that's pre-recorded, maybe she'll do that. But
Mm.
like coming live like this, I don't think she's comfortable with that. Like I
Nah.
don't think she is. So that's why she can't. That's why she's not doing it because like when we first, announced that we was doing the OG panel, that's the first thing we heard. Like, where's Rox? Where's Rox? Or Rox was left out. And that was annoying the fuck out of me because she wasn't left out. I asked.
We trust. We all had the same idea that y'all did.
I asked now. I asked her and I asked Much Love. I asked them both on the same day. Much Love was down for it at first, but she had a family emergency, so that's why she couldn't do it. But yeah, that's why. As a matter of fact, if y'all want to, before we go, because we definitely gotta go, because I gotta get up early in the damn morning for work.
Mhm.
But before we go, because we got like I'll give y'all like 5 more minutes. As far as like the prelude is concerned, since y'all were talking about it in the chat, who would you guys want to see come on the prelude? I'm slick scared to see these answers.
And I'm not gonna tell them. I'm not gonna say it on live, but the person I told you about, Scotty, has responded.
What do you say?
He didn't say no,
Okay.
but he hasn't confirmed either.
Mm.
So I'm gonna work that. I'm gonna work that
Please don't
because
do
we've had a little bit of a history, so he does remember who I am.
it. Mm-hmm.
So he might do it for that.
Okay. I want to say who it is so bad, but I'm not gonna say it.
Don't you dare, because that would be a gag, bitch.
If we get him on here,
That would be a gag. If
we
y'all
gonna
know y'all black LGBT YouTube history, like back when YouTube, the platform first started, like between '05 and like '07, 2008, if y'all know y'all black queer history on YouTube, you
hmm.
might know exactly who we talking about.
And bitch, we ain't saying a goddamn thing about who we talking about until we get it.
Until I have
Cause Jamar
exact
working it.
confirmation and the emails have been sent.
Yes, that's the only time we're gonna say who it is. We ain't gonna say shit right now. But baby, if we get this confirmation, bitch, it's going down. It's going down. Now, I see some names, Jamar. I see. Okay, the first one I see is Much Love. Most definitely, we will reach out to her again to come on.
Absolutely.
We absolutely wanted her on. The second one that I see is Adrian Expressions. Now me and Jamar have talked about this multiple times already. We have talked about this multiple times.
We will bring Adrian on when the time is right.
Yes, because we don't. I don't want to say we because I don't want to speak for you. So I feel like I'm gonna say what I think, and then Jamar gonna say what he thinks. I don't think it's the right time yet for him to come on, but I do think that it would be good because we do have a past friendship with him. We do know him, and it's been a long time since me and Jamar have spoken to Adrian. And on top of that, there's no bad blood with us either. So I mean, it wouldn't be an issue for us. But I know for me, I don't know if it's the right time. I'll let Jamar answer for himself.
I would agree. I don't think the timing is right. We do have to sort of approach that delicately. And for me, I want Adrian on the podcast,
Hmm.
not the YouTube stream.
Yeah.
I want him on the podcast. So that's mainly why I feel like it's not the right time.
Okay. Next one I see is Alexander Rogers and Chris.
I would love to have them on.
Yeah.
We would have to find the right topic, though.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. We have to find the right topic for that.
I wouldn't even. I feel like y'all probably have more things because y'all watch a lot of the same shows that I've given up on. So you will probably have a lot of things to talk about, but I don't have much.
Yeah.
At least off the top of my head that I think of right now, but I'd love to have them on.
Who is Arian and Andrew? I don't know who that is.
I'm unfamiliar with who that is.
I don't know who that is. Um, Alexander Rogers and
Chris is
James
6'6".
Colwell.
I
Okay.
would love to hear. Oh yeah, I would say that works because they're similar. I wouldn't. Again, it would really just be a matter of what topic do we feel like they both can lend equal amount of input to.
Well, you know, me and you discussed the whole James Colwell thing, and as far as what he would be on here to do and talk about, and I think that would be interesting.
Did I
Remember,
know what something to do? Oh,
yeah,
was that
it's so
um?
like the ballroom scene and
Yeah, 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 yeah,
drag
yeah,
queen culture and things of that nature. It'd be like y'all would be schooling me on it. Like,
yeah, 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 yeah. We
I
did
don't
talk
know.
about it.
Is Maddie into that stuff too? 'Cause that'd be something for him to be. If you were ever interested in bringing him on here with us, that'd be something.
I think so.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind Maddie coming on because I know most people probably like, why Maddie ain't came on here? They'll try to make it sound like I got a problem with Maddie and I don't even know him like that.
People
But
people create drama just for that.
yeah, so yeah, but but actually just to let Joshua know, I already discussed um with James as far as coming on here. We already talked about it. He's just not available at this present time. He did say maybe sometime like September, maybe he'll probably be able to do it because he got a lot of stuff going on with him right now. So that's why he hasn't made it yet. But that's already been a discussion. Child,
Mm-hmm.
somebody said Kenya Moore.
Bitch, I would gag.
So that's it, Kenya
I
Moore.
would live my best life if Kenya Moore came on here, bitch.
It would be dope to have Funky Dineva.
I don't think neither one of us really know Funky Dineva that well.
I don't know him at all. And I don't
I
think
met him once, but that was it.
I don't even think he would do it though. If we
I don't
being,
think he would either.
I don't think he
Somebody
would.
said Chris is 6'6". Yeah, Chris is tall as fuck. I've seen Chris one time in person last year. He is a tree.
Funky Dineva and Storm Monroe. Do you even know who Storm Monroe is? Storm Monroe is Tasha K's protege, I believe. That's who he is. But yeah, you don't know him, so it don't matter. A Connection TV. Me and Jamar discussed him coming on at some point. Have he could have came on tonight?
This would have been the time to have brought him on. To be honest,
I didn't even think of him because he's Brandy Stan, so I didn't even think about it.
yeah,
I didn't even think about him, honestly. Like this probably would have been the best time for him to come
this would
on.
have been right up his alley.
Right up his alley. Child, somebody said Dr. Heavenly and Kaya. No, ma'am.
Uh, okay, I don't know Heavenly, but bitch, if we get caught.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Just imagine the things that would come out of Kaya's mouth.
I can't.
Because I watched when she posted the pictures of T.S. Madison, and I'm just like, you are foul as fuck.
And you think it's funny.
You are foul as fuck. But I'm just like, she has zero fucks to give about any. I'm just like, wow.
I
You
think
just don't.
y'all and Funky Dineva will click instantly. You think so? I don't know.
I don't know him well enough to know, because I mean he has like his online persona and then probably the real life one, so we don't.
I honestly don't know. For real. I don't know. Somebody said T.S. Madison. She wouldn't do it. I don't
She
think
wouldn't do it. We'd have to pay her.
so. She wouldn't do it. No,
We would have to pay her.
most definitely, because she wouldn't do it. Period. She wouldn't do it. So, okay, now y'all really doing too much now, because y'all talking about some damn Nene leaks. Now y'all know that bitch ain't coming on.
I don't even think we want her on. I don't even think we would want her if she invited herself.
Oh shit. Oh Jesus. No. But we have been talking about like different YouTubers that we will want because we don't mind like recycling people that have come on before because we done it before. I mean, Kevin been on here twice, Ashley been on here twice. You know what I mean? So we wouldn't mind bringing people back. But I do know that a lot of people, anytime we bring any of the OGs on, there's always gonna be this question: Where's Forrest Rocks? Where's Forrest Rocks? It's gonna take a wing and a prayer for her to do this. Like I think we all gonna have to like
Y'all have to ask her to do it.
yeah, barely. Yeah, basically because
We not about to pester that lady.
like she'll support it now. She'll
Right. She'll
promote
tell people to
it.
come and watch it.
She'll tell people to come watch it and she'll even watch it
But
herself.
she is,
But
as far as coming on here, she said hell to the no.
she not doing it, baby. She ain't doing it. She ain't doing it because even Kevin was like, "Bitch, y'all should have told me. I would have called her and begged her come on." I'm like, "No, you were gonna make her do that now." I don't think you will make her do that now. I don't think so. And it's not no shade thing because we don't take it as
I
shade.
would, I mean, again, I know he won't do it because we have to pay him. I would love to see B. Scott come because B. Scott was very influential in YouTube history. Um,
Especially to people like us.
that's not the one I was talking about, in case y'all are wondering. But if you want like an idea of the era that I'm talking about, there's your clue.
Somebody said AT Alien. No.
Who?
You know the chick from Straight from the A, the blog Straight from the A, Michelle Brown. I think that's her name.
Didn't y'all read the hell out of? No, it was Alex. I think that read the hell out of Michelle Brown.
He used to be cool with her.
Exactly.
No, it wasn't him. Funky Dineva did that. Funky
Oh,
Dineva went
that's
in
who it
on
was.
her.
Because who? It was something about a washing machine.
That was Funky Dineva that read her ass.
Okay, so it was fucking anybody in.
Yeah, they got a bad history. But I will say that she has acknowledged my work at one point in time though. I will say that much about her because I did a review. I did like a yes, one of my very first yes for the mess was pretty much about the interview that she did with Peter and Apollo. And she commented on my video thanking me for talking about her video or whatever. So I mean, that's nice. You know, I appreciate the acknowledgement for that, but I don't know. I don't think we'll mesh with her like that. I don't see it.
Yeah, I'm not really interested. Somebody
Yeah.
mentioned Zachary Campbell. I'm pretty sure you don't know who that is. I wouldn't mind him coming on, but Zach is probably another one you would have to pay.
All these people y'all want, we got to pay them.
Now, if I had a now, who might? Mm, I believe only because I've met them before and because they live here in LA. You might get Trey Melvin if we're lucky,
Mm.
and it's only because we've been a few times and he's a fellow Scorpio, so we like.
Well, since you try, like, I say you try that out, like you trying the other one out. Because I'm very excited about the other one, even though we ain't got a confirmed answer yet. But I'm very excited about that one because that would be great if we get it. Like, we already accomplished a big thing when we did the OG panel, but that would be another thing that we accomplished, big thing that we accomplished. Like accomplished, like that's our power, our small
I'm
ass.
I'm definitely will be more proud of myself with the new one And only because like when we did the OG panel, like a lot of those people, like we had been friends for years.
Yeah.
So it would
It was
be
a moment, though. You know, it was a moment. It was a
it
great moment.
was, it was, it was. I had a more I was more like, I'm sure they'll do it because they know the both of us. They've known us for years, so it wouldn't be like a far stretch. And but yeah, this one, working on it.
I am on pins and needles with that. I can't wait to see how this gonna
And
turn
even
out.
if he says he doesn't want to do it now, just tell us when.
When
Tell us when.
we
We'll
gonna
change the day. We may have to do that show on a Saturday or something.
listen, that'll be the one time we do a prelude episode on
We will move
on
it.
weekends.
We will move it.
Listen. All
Shit.
right. So yeah, but
I don't know who that is.
Most of the YouTubers y'all name, I know most of them. We would love to work with them though. Like, but this is what I'm saying. Like, and I think this can be our closing thing. If you ever want to be a YouTuber, you have to know that relationships really do matter. Like,
Ah!
relationships matter. They do. They matter. Like, you never know who could help you out or who can give you a boost or whatever. Like, I'm not saying you got to use people to get to where you need to be, but like relationships are everything. Hold on, wait a minute. Jay Lee's corner. I don't think Jamar knows her, but
I do.
I've seen her reviews from time to time. I actually just followed her on Instagram to be honest. Um, Another one that y'all didn't name was Color Me Pink, and I know that Jamar don't know Color Me Pink either, but I love Color Me Pink. Um, but yeah,
What
damn,
happened
y'all
to
gonna make us be on here
um
longer than we're supposed to.
did you ever used to watch Squeaky Jones?
I love her. She hasn't made any videos in a long
She
time though.
hasn't made videos in years, I think.
You want her to come on too?
I wouldn't mind having her on, but I feel like a lot of people may not remember her.
Yeah. Cause she was in the group with James and Sean and Alex and all of them. Like,
Mm,
yeah,
much like that era. I mean, really our era of YouTube.
the
So,
best era. The best era.
so
One of the best eras, I might say. I ain't gonna take
I
away
mean, it was
from
fun. Like from like the early 2010s to like 2015
that was
was
the
a
best.
great time to be a YouTuber. YouTube was it. It was fun. The platform wasn't like it didn't feel like oversaturated. Like even though we all did the same thing, like it was fun to still watch and support each other. Now YouTube is trash.
You can say that again. I forgot about the ghetto view. She another one. You know, is she? You know what? The ghetto view supports every damn body.
She really
She
does.
supports everybody. So I don't understand why, like, she doesn't get the recognition that she deserves because she does support everyone, like everyone. The entire Justice League. Oh, child, that's a no-brainer.
Well, I mean, they were probably gonna all eventually come on anyway. So
Anyway, so it don't even matter. Like, come on now. Um,
I know we still have the cat's meow in the bag to do the one about like
the
past
dogs and stuff.
sale.
Yeah. I think the only reason why he wasn't able to do this one because you know that Storm is headed to Houston. That's probably
Right,
why he wasn't able to do it. So,
right. Whew.
Color Me Pink. I see y'all mention her. I've talked to Color Me Pink about doing a video. She's interested. It's just that every time I ask her, it's not the right time. Like she might be writing a book
Child,
or
young Rich
something
is
like that. Huh?
the young Rich is trolling.
I don't know them people he named.
I
No.
know the people that he named. Those are Caucasian white blonde women who have no business
Oh no, oh no doubt they won't be on here. No doubt.
or what anything to do with what we're talking about.
Nothing. But anyway, because I'm getting all off topic, that's making me stop stay on here longer than what we
Yeah,
anticipate.
close this bitch out.
Yeah, but like I
We
said,
appreciate the 44 y'all still in here after everybody left and the
right.
conversation is over. So
Right. But like I said before, like like if you want to be a YouTuber, relationships are very important. Like it really is. Like relationships are important. Because if we didn't have those good relationships, we would not be able to have the people that we have had on our platform. Period. Like people
that
would
panel would not have happened.
at all. Like it wouldn't have happened. We wouldn't have been able to get these guests. To be honest, the guests that Jamar is working on right now, it wouldn't even be a thought. It would have been an automatic no. You know what I'm saying? If we had like it's like I said, attitude and perception is like the key things when you're a YouTuber. Like just like last week, we just had Layla Lynn on our platform. Like she's a big YouTuber. She got like 300K subscribers. Like she you know what I mean? Like I don't know if you emailed her or not, Jamar, but I did. And
I
she
sure did.
oh yeah, she's gonna help us out with certain things and shit like that. Like it's crazy because we've been, you know, me and Jamar been doing it for so long, and we're just now beginning to get. We started this resurgence this year, so it's kind of like this year was probably one of our better years over the last couple of years. Let's just
Yeah.
because after 2015, we kind of like slowed the fuck down after 2015.
That's because all the stuff that we were doing before got stale.
It got stale, and then for me, life happened. You know,
Life did. You know what? Life happened in early 2016.
yes, life happened. There was a lot of deaths going on. Like every damn year, I was experiencing a death. There was a death of certain friendships and all of that. Like there was a lot that went on in that time. So I would say that 2020, regardless of how shitty it's been, is probably one of our best years since 2015. Honestly, it is. Jamar has hit 5K, which is great.
Oof.
Um,
Praise the Lord.
yeah, he's hit 5K. That's great. He's, I think his fan base is growing as we go along, and I think you know
I'm still very shocked and surprised by what has came up from doing G status.
oh yeah,
Do you know, like, I was on Tremel's live, and he was like, you know, I actually enjoy watching your shit because you seem fair.
mm-hmm.
And I'm like, that's a compliment. Because nobody feels like they bashed or nothing. And the videos do way better than I anticipate them to do. So I
I
must
told
be
you,
doing
I told
something right.
you didn't believe me, but I told you your G status reviews get more numbers than mine, so that's a great thing.
I think because yours are shorter.
Probably so.
I think it's just because yours are shorter. And what I'm going to tell, what I think would help you out is your thumbnails.
Cause I don't know how to do them. You're gonna have to show me how to do thumbnails because I can't do thumbnails. I
I
don't.
had to Google and YouTube and search shit out until I found something that works.
I
Until I
think
found something.
I think that's my issue with a lot of my videos is thumbnails because I don't know how to make thumbnails
Yeah,
at
like
all.
especially like the Yes for the Mess videos, like all of like the celebrity. When you see like the big celebrity videos, they all have like that certain style of thumbnail that's attractive to the
Hmm.
eye. So, and because now, like what we used to do, remember back in the day for reviews, we would try to find like a snapshot somewhere from the episode.
I still do that as a matter of fact.
We used to try to find some sort of snapshot from the episode just so that people would recognize that it's the new episode.
Right.
But yeah, the YouTube algorithm is different, and just like it's just something that goes into it being more attractive.
Somebody said, "Did you know Claudia Jordan saw your interview?" Yeah, I saw it. She commented on it, but I highly doubt she gonna come on me and Terrence's
Girl,
platform.
she ain't gonna no goddamn.
She is not coming on there when she got her own goddamn show. She ain't coming on our platform to do no interview. But
I
I
want
do
to
appreciate
know.
her for acknowledging it though. But I ain't gonna talk about the other shit that's starting to transpire. Trans. I ain't gonna talk about that.
Oh wait, I'm gonna see if I can put my back camera on and show this. I don't think that's gonna. I don't think that
Yeah,
looks. Can you see that really well or no?
I see it.
Because I want to show an example. Is this gonna focus? Ugh. Of how just like I think thumbnails matter. And then I started doing like one style before, like with the G stats, where it's just like the pictures of them.
Uh huh.
And then another friend of mine, actually Maddie, told me, he was like, it's better if you can put words on it that can also attract people to the video too.
Mhm.
And so I'm like, okay, you know what, you're right. You have like a good name, like a good title, something that's readable on the screen that catches the eye, that makes people read it, and then they'd be like, oh, okay, maybe I want to check that out. Like it's really all manipulation.
Yeah. Clickbait.
It's really all just manipulation. But make sure of this. But yeah, this I think that's definitely what can take yours from the next level. And you can really see as they progress, as because they get more and more shittier the more I go down. But you know which one I'm the most proud of? This one, the Rihanna one. That is cute.
It is.
That is cute. Did nobody give a damn about it, but that was cute.
So stupid. But it
And I've
took.
been trying to push my stories, trying to make these look interesting, which I think they are. But I'll definitely show you at least what I do. The G status ones are easy. The G status ones are easy because they give me the video kind of gives me a good way to crop them out of it and make the background.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about it. But this, if you want to
Okay.
be a YouTuber, especially now, this is a skill that will definitely help you out
Yes,
because
and
it
the
makes people
lighting.
when they check out your page, it looks really attractive to the eye, makes you stand out.
Somebody said
So
Sean Bradley. I wouldn't mind having Sean on here because, to be honest, what people really don't know is that when I first started on YouTube, Sean Bradley had like a little he had a show called Guys at Brunch. It was him and two other guys, and then the guy with the dreads wound up leaving the show. And it was just Sean and the other dude. And then the other dude left, and then Sean did start doing videos by himself. So I wouldn't mind having Sean on the platform at some point. Um, but we ain't gonna be talking about that beef sector stuff if he comes on, because I don't want no parts of
mhm.
that. I want no parts of that. But however, yeah, I don't mind him coming on because he does come from our era. To be honest, he was just as much of an underdog as I was. So, um, I would love for him to come on.
In this live, child.
So yeah, we need to end it though because I'm getting sleepy and I ain't gonna forgive myself when I get up in the morning because 5 hours of sleep is not enough. But I'm just gonna have to deal with it.
Yeah.
But till next time, this was a episode like a funny, shady, educational episode of the Prelude. We'll see you guys next week if Jamar ain't too tired and if I ain't too tired.
Al.
We'll see you next Wednesday. And we'll holler at y'all later. Peace out.